Yeah, the Sheriff dropped. Not retrieved by any of the remaining PRX
Cek
players.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Back
7.
around, maybe
Assalamualaikum.
take down Akame, who has just abandoned.
Hari ini kita menonton Bang Por PCT again. Let's go. Go.
Akame has heard those little hops.
Gue telat ya.
Seems to be having a bit of a look in that direction. He's also looking pretty sharp today. Another nice one tap onto Envy.
Kita menonton Bang PRX
feeling the need to get a pinch on him.
melawan DFM. Jujur,
Now.
gue tidak menonton.
Could be a little awkward, that ulti getting built up for the next round. Nearly, but this time not quite enough from him. Finished off more or less by Kaide in there to grab the final kill. Nothing too untoward happening in round 2. Slow start to the series for PRX, but now that they have the guns in hand, we'll get an idea as to maybe why they picked into this summit.
Ternyata sibuk.
Yeah, leaving it open. I mean, had all that time, so working on it definitely a wise choice, but I mean, again, you know, it's kind of just an
halo.
but seeing PRX kind of
Nanti malam kayaknya gue nggak ada stream karena gue masih ngurus
is a little bit
map
odd,
Among Us.
And then you think about the mixed maps as well. Like,
semoga di hari Minggu udah bisa dimainin, guys. Niatnya gue Upi itu niat Minggu semua udah beres.
Otherwise, pretty happy for now, but ooh, great. Smokes off mid, immediately taking control.
Ya kalau malam ada game party deh, tapi gue nggak ikut, guys.
Sage wall already planted down as well, and PRX were just waiting for it. So, quite on top of the macro game, they'll immediately break it, and they still have options to kind of work around the rest of the map. They could also dive in if they so choose. It's just that they don't have clear info onto the site itself, but Envy does have a haunt.
Oh, so much delay util though for DFM. Wall goes down, slow orb comes out, and then Paranoia as well. Doesn't seem like it's going to perturb PRX all that much, though. Jing going down on the entry will make things a little more difficult, and these angles around the wall becoming quite problematic for PRX. All the info given, they pretty much know that they're coming, and Yatsuka doubling down, making it look easy. PRX are being styled on by DFM in the bonus.
Right, 3-0. Akame has his ult now. Apakah
di sini
huge.
PRX bakal menjadi abang-abangan, guys?
Don't mind the call and the decision to continue barreling down in towards A site, but like I said, the hunt, it just doesn't really reveal too much. Players on the side, Yatsuka, a little angle around the last panel of the stage wall. And every single fight is effectively CQB. It's so tight, and PRX have not quite been able to get the right angles. So it feels a little bit constricted, a little bit tight. We'll see what they can cook up on their attacking side now on his eco.
Kerja. Nanti kamu ngerasain, coba kamu kalau udah umur 25 tahun ngerasain kerja 21 tahun. Lu mah kuliah cuman belajar pulang sama ngopi doang lu. Siklus hidup. Anjir, strike 3.
Two middle, Viper and Norman.
Just immediately calling to cancel. They managed to get a pinch onto it, but it does cost them quite a bit. However, building blocks for the future rounds, you would think. Otherwise, also baiting out pieces of utility away from DFM. They're always reacting to every little bit. So that's a flash already spent. Now they're left with even less utility to kind of stall and delay. No more slows, no more flashes, just to saturate for Mei, which he has to equip, which is what I was thinking about between the Neon and the Waylay. But also a lot of space now. DFM has a bit of information that PRX had slipped through. Kaide's on top of it, though.
Kinda interesting to see what something can get up to here.
He's eventually going to regroup with the rest of his team, but just to stay in a position where he can try to pick things off. 10 seconds, though.
They'll get the plant.
Dapat anjing.
I mean, this is not impossible for PRX to win. It relies on maybe one of those sheriffs to chime in early on in the piece. Kaide low, but he gets 2 somehow out of nowhere. That was looking
1v3 apakah bisa, guys?
The snake fight and then the shots.
Something has a res if he gets 1 kill.
He's got the rifle in hand. I'm not sure that he's going to get the chance to get that res off, but We'll see if maybe he can do something. He's really concerned about the push coming from above. He needs to worry about this now. Res potentially on offer. But who could you potentially res and keep them in the fight? I think he has to get this done himself. Defuse being held. I mean, it was a 2-on-1.
Nice
It's not unwinnable at all there for something, but shots just don't quite go through. So DFM, they claim another, although that was probably the shakiest of the rounds.
Yeah, I can't lie, that was a little bit of wishful thinking from me. He just didn't have the space to make it happen, but this is great work from Kaide still. The flash, but he just holds down mouse 1. And although it was shaky, it just shows PRX's ability to still, be able to get around. They have that mid-rounding in them, which is what makes them capable. That said, though, DFM still putting up roadblocks every spot of the map, so we'll see what the adjustments could be coming from the coaching staff.
Normal aja. Justru bagus kalau kamu udah kerja umur segitu
what
anjir.
DFM has, and they've already tried to work around it by breaking down the
Tapi
initial
menurut gua
safe
di umur
wall
segitu
set up all the way
lebih baik
towards
kayak
the
cari
main.
jangan
However,
pekerjaan tetap,
it's just
lebih ke pekerjaan
What up? G'day.
pekerjaan yang kayak freelance gitu.
Oh man.
They should have come yesterday to watch Autumn play.
Dan jangan jadi tukang kopi. Kenapa? Duitnya nggak ada duitnya.
Have a little chat with them afterwards. But anyway, yeah, just still curious to see what the adjustments are gonna be. I mean, clearly being able to work
Saran
around
gua
mid
jangan.
can work out pretty nicely for PRX.
Kalian umur 18 tahun pengen nyari penghasilan tambahan, habis itu kalian kerja part time di kedai kopi, itu nggak ada duitnya yang pertama, kecuali kalian kerja di Starbucks, itu duitnya lumayan. Oke, itu.
This team so fun to watch. And right now they're all grouped up towards B, so maybe something brewing. Wow.
Well, this is a bit of cookage from May. See if Jing can cook anything as well. He's got that showstopper out and an easy connection onto Akame. This time the entry much cleaner for PRX and much more to plan. So the coach input having its impact. Rez goes through. It was a 4v1 at the point that Rez actually did get pulled, but
aduh sayang banget, Cok. Di res anjir.
This round over the line. So fair enough on the behalf of PRX. Kaide.
Habis ini map Asen. Bisa jadi Bang Something is cooking dengan jetnya.
Maybe not. Well, nah. PRX aren't gonna go hunting.
Kayaknya kalau Omen ada Omen lagi deh.
I mean,
Bang Por bisa Omen lagi abis ini.
It's just full-on set play in the site. You got the satchel, showstopper. You're clearing out or blocking off certain spots on the site, and the whole you gotta love it when they're going in with that hive mind mentality. Everyone knows what they have to do, and everything is just so in sync.
Saving.
As DFM tries to rotate quickly, it's just, one by one. May tries to do something with an off, but already someone's on top of him too. Which, for all things considered, for the next round, DFM might start to spend more resources, more players to try to reinforce the B site, which then would be gaps elsewhere, and that's what the macro game's about. We'll see. It's a great way to try to bring things back.
Kalau pengalaman, nggak pengalaman, guys. Lebih ke temen gue.
Everything works out pretty nicely.
Temen gue soalnya ada di umur segitu yang nyoba-nyoba kerja part time buat dapetin penghasilan tambahan, tapi ya nggak ada duitnya. Dia cuma sehari-hari dia kayak kuliah pulang, kuliah beres langsung kerja, sampai rumah udah tepar capek kayak gitu loh. Nggak kayak waktu nongkrongnya potong segala macem gitu. Terus juga duitnya mostly habis di ongkos. Itu sangat disayangkan.
As of yet, no
itu.
investment. There it goes. PRX already have got themselves that entry or two that they need, so the Nightfall does not delay them enough.
Dia save OP.
Jing's already there to wait for the drop from Kaide, and PRX looks like they've kind of figured out this B side. They
kalah, Cok.
Quite figured out their aim though. Jing and Forsaken dropping there, not ideal at all. It shouldn't go that way. Kaide has given DFM a chance back in at this round. It might be getting pulled back away from them though. Davai and something
Bang Inpi
linking back up, and PRX take their second.
Makasih Bang, motivasinya. Gue cuma ngasih tahu doang.
And they'll continue to
Paling
put
cari
those
kayak
on the board
pekerjaan yang
too,
kayak
even
freelance
without
gitu
the
loh. Apa
showstopper.
temen lo ada project apa? Kayak gas-gas aja ikut gitu kan, maksudnya project tuh sebenarnya kayak freelance gitu loh. Dapetnya sekali bayar udah beres, nggak ada apa-apa lagi. Maksudnya itu buat nyari penghasilan tambahan aja. Dukung siapa? Aku dukung Bang Por.
And then the team aggresses despite the Nightfall. Like they waited out.
Ini paling beres
So it's
jam
bit
7,
by
guys.
bit and everything's quite clear and clean. A shooting as well. Now they go back off something a little more default. DFM go back into 3-2 split. But of course with mid presence, DFM comes back in around. Oh, this is good.
Wall's just going to be cancelled out, really. Forsaken looking for a duel or two, and he's got Jing there to back him up. Device in mid there with
Santai.
bit of traffic. PRX kind of playing this
Nice
like death ball comp. And
Greedy
walking
banget,
around
Cok.
the map
Mereka,
into
Cok.
the
DFM, anjing.
It's working out nicely.
Udah ketahuan kan harusnya?
What they did on the B site for those 2 entries as well. Just grouping together. There's not a whole lot of nuance necessarily to it. Get into the site, get your entries, win the round.
It's just like really solid fundamental Valorant being played, right? Like you break the wall, you know what the reaction's
yang
gonna
disuruh
be.
ini Bang Jing
They
biar
kind of saw
dapat
nothing
ulti, guys,
towards
dia,
B
guys.
main, so DFM immediately rotates. They try to check clear out towards mid, and lo and behold, like Forsaken, Jing, 2 players just holding the angle down, immediately canceling off anyone who does try to peek into it. Like 2
Sebenarnya gua mau
axes
coba
laid
double
on
stream,
top
guys.
of one another.
Gua kalau double
And
stream
that's
takut di
how sharp
apa
these
TikTok
guys
gua
are.
takut di
So
strike
although it was
anjir
a
sama
rip-roaring start for DFM
sama
on the map,
follow-nya.
PRX just
Soalnya kan kalau ini
immediately
kan gua udah ada
answered
izin
back.
kan.
Yeah,
Jadi
that's so
aman.
impressive. They're building up their ults as well. By the way, though, Jordan, could you do me a favor?
What's up?
Stres.
Say Davai.
Aduh ini delay guys, sorry
Divide.
banget ya.
Divide.
Di normal latency anjir.
Davai.
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 I love it. Thank you.
Nice.
Do you know where I think that comes from? Obviously, everyone's giving me a bit of slack for saying Davai. There's a song. I'm pretty sure it's by
Kita
Bass
menontonnya sambil menyantai loh.
And in the song, he goes, Davai, Davai.
I am not familiar. Is that EDM?
Si Kuaci
would
WP sama
be,
siapa ya? Sama Beben ya?
Yeah, house, I think, more so. But
Okay.
yeah, it's dance music. I guess it is EDM. I don't know really what you'd categorize it as, but
Your genre. Not
it's like European,
We
like
can go contact,
Swedish.
they have
I think
no
he's
updates.
Swedish.
the one thing I don't listen to, but anyway. In case anyone needs to know, which caster is the one who has been saying it's Elfish guy. I'm sorry. Either way, timeout now for DFM because clearly something needs to be worked on.
And, by the way, before we get too far down the rest of the rabbit hole, I will just say, I've known Davai longer than literally any of you guys have known he's existed, by the way. Let's just put that out there.
Talk your shit. Yeah. Clock it, yeah.
I was casting him from his very first game in esports.
Keep going. Yes. Which year is that?
Actually, I don't know. It's probably like 2017, something like that.
But way before some of the fans have even
Memang
been
beda izinnya
more
WP.
sure.
Well, maybe
Iya
not
harusnya.
like that. We don't. How young are the fans at that
lagi
point?
mau
But
di
you never know.
TikTok nanti
No, I mean,
kayak akun
I've
gua tuh
seen his whole career.
disangkutin gitu loh
Let's just say it that way.
That's true.
ke VCT-nya gitu guys.
You have like, yeah, you you go way back. Anyway, so not the best of buys for DFM in this upcoming round, but they're gonna stick with the same. The only difference.
Besok gue izin nggak WP, hari Minggu WP.
The Sage on towards the B site
Tapi
now.
kayaknya WP-nya yang jam 3 guys. Kalau WP malam nggak bisa soalnya kan kita Among Us ya, jadi ya udah. Ini gue malam ini benar-benar mau gue beresin semua sampai beres, trial and error segala macam hari ini. Besok soalnya pergi, gue mencoba trial and error dulu sendiri buat malam ini.
Oh,
Jeng.
I mean, that will work. If you've got shots like that through from something, you'll be happy with it. You get the ball to come back across from Cess.
Nah ini concern gue yang satu map dulu yang gue utamain, map.
Second to think about things before
Nah,
they do
kalau untuk
commit,
mod
but
kayak
Davai has worked his way
itu
in
nanti
through the
dulu deh
smoke and
soalnya.
now has quite a bit of space on that
Soalnya
side.
jujur
He's going to be reinforced as well by
pusing
something,
juga
so even if something doesn't win that duel, imagine the swing will come through and the trade would be there, but PRX, they don't even need that. It is looking too clean at the moment. Once again,
Badawi nggak nge-YouTube, ada YouTube tapi dia nggak apa? Lo mau subscribe juga dia nggak akan. Nggak akan sampai apa ya? Sampai dinosaurus keluar lagi di bumi nggak akan streaming itu orang. Ada YouTube-nya namanya Badawiner.
And then waited for a bit more of contact, applied more pressure after getting
Coba
the
lu
second
kalau mau
kill,
subscribe
and then the
subscribe
players
aja.
on the site themselves
Tapi
feeling
kalau
that
buat nyari
pressure
kayak
would
dia
have
kapan
to
streaming
peek
nggak
out
akan
or,
streaming karena dia
go for a check.
tipikal temen
And,
yang suka
unfortunately
nemenin
for them, it's
temennya
like
live
2,
streaming.
3 maybe players out towards B main all trained their sights down towards the site. It's not even like some insane
Kiri, Mas.
util. It's just very clear, standard, and then you got mid rounding as well. Like
Dicari
everything's
sama Bang Por anjing.
pretty intact. 4 and 4, and they're gonna keep going for more. I don't know what DFM is gonna pull out off of the timeout. A little bit concerned for their economy going into the next rounds.
Nice.
Okay.
Dapat anjing.
Right at the last second, that's got to feel bad. And what's got to feel bad as well for DFM is getting off to a 4-0 start and thinking, hey, we might actually have a chance right here. And then
Gila
just 4
banget tuh
rounds of
something
PRX
anjing aimnya.
doing what PRX does. So you're right back into square one if you're DFM here.
No kidding.
I smoke. No, one more.
And they're not
Jago,
the
jago,
type
jago,
of
jago,
team
Bang
to
Por.
like suddenly go aggressive
Udah beli Bang
either.
Por.
So I feel like
Dia
DFM
tiap
is
pagi
just gonna
nyemilin
keep trying
mos.
to stack up on sides.
Nyemilin tiket tuh,
1-1-3
makanya
now,
biar
and
bisa
they do
jago
have a
guys.
Bucky in the form of Cess on A. PRX have been starting with most of their openings on towards this portion of the map, but well, they can leave Divine and
Go ya,
insert here.
go mereka.
Divine. And then the rest of the team can go skulking off elsewhere.
Toxins going up.
Similar approach again for PRX over towards that B side of the map. Of course, you've got Devi over here causing a little bit of a ruckus on A.
Oh, this is so good. Look at how he doesn't break the
Bagus
wall
banget sih cara
in
dia
an
nahan.
exposed angle.
Yeah, it is a
Waduh,
super contact
jongkok
play heavy
momen
from
anjing.
PRX on this attack. Obviously, that's not worked out for Devi this time. But
Satu orang doang.
it's the go signal for PRX.
Aduh!
Work their way into B. A couple of missed shots from Jing, and now the situation starts to unfold a little bit more awkwardly for PRX. 3 on 5, they're going to have to try to stave off this retake attempt from DFM, and they have a lot to retake with. May needed to drop there. Again, a failure on the accuracy side of things for PRX is what's letting them
Formasinya
down in
bodoh.
this round, and now just Envy to try to put together a miracle round. He is slowed in what essentially amounts to be a freezer at this point. He is not getting out of this one.
Ente.
So, nice retake for DFM. Also, you have to
Lu udah
say
main di map
PRX,
ini,
they
udah,
are
udah.
living by the sword and they are dying by the sword. Some of the rounds they're
Seru
walking in,
sih.
they're getting headshots, they
Di
win
map
the
ini
round. Some of
seru,
the rounds,
tapi
they're walking in, they're not
apa ya?
hitting their shots.
Lu kalau
and then
dapat
they are
main
losing.
deathmatch, main
That's just
di map
the
ini, dapat map ini.
idea here on this
Jelek banget
attack. The
kegedean
contact
sumpah,
plays,
nggak cocok buat
obviously that's
dimasukin
not a
ke
contact play,
map
but Jing kind of
deathmatch.
sending it, missing his shots. You see this
Bener-bener
fight not go their
gede
way.
banget
A lot
ini
of
map.
these duels are winnable duels for PRX, perhaps favorable duels even. And they're not being able to convert those, and that's why they've lost that round. So they'll look at that and they think, well, we made some actually okay decisions, we just didn't hit our shots. Yeah, that sometimes happens, but nice win for DFM. You've got to take what you can, especially in a game like this one against PRX.
That's just the quintessential PRX right now as well. They're going faster in towards A site. It's Showstopper. Oh, slowed down for a bit, but
It's the slow stopper,
Dapat.
but it works. Akame goes down anyway. Yatsuka does trade Jing back on out
Anjing!
and does double down as well. So it may
dia
not
nggak
be
dengerin
the entry
cepet.
that PRX ultimately needs onto this A site. It takes some recovering in the form of something.
Plant would give him res. Oh, he's going for the orb.
Rez is there. On to Envy.
Could call a cancel, go back to B. And that's exactly what they're about to do. May
banget
has a
ini.
great line down by middle though, so PRX double down in towards A site. Waiting out the wall.
Bisa pelan.
Cess has nothing, just a rifle.
It's an aggressive pit pull. Sass is gonna cancel
Dapat loh.
the plant, but it is at the cost
Untungnya
of his
bukan
life.
Vipernya,
And
anjir.
38 seconds here for PRX. It's not going to be too
2v1
big of a
bisa
concern
ini.
to be
AWP doang.
losing one.
Bisa guys, bisa
Losing
guys.
the 1-on-2.
Tai game gitu loh.
Rifle.
Sampai jam berapa? Sampai
Fraught with danger
nice.
though, and Envy peeking out of the pit gets the job done for PRX. 5-5.
That's fantastic.
Ini
work
menurut
as well. I mean,
abang kalau main solo
sometimes
buat
picking up a
pemula
rifle,
agen yang bagus apa?
if the players are able to listen attentively enough, might be able to hear that it was picked up.
Sebenarnya kalau buat
And all
bersenang-senang sih
around
gue
the
lebih
pit too.
pilih
Quick heads up play. It was almost a dire situation.
kalau untuk
for
pemula
PRX,
banget ya,
admittedly.
mainnya
3v4
Sage.
5, I imagine, but just being able to bring that back, something, getting the orb.
Duelis sih rata-rata yang paling gampang tuh mainnya.
Alex still,
Kebanyakan kayak
Alex is still
skillnya
looking a bit
ya udah mouse
not
nembak
impressed,
doang.
yeah. fight
Jet,
from DFM
skillnya
here.
buat dash doang.
Considering it's been a 5-1 split since the opening start from DFM, I don't think
anjing.
you can be too mad, but this one might be another one for DFM. Cess going to try to TP back to safety, or at least relative safety. He's on 1 HP. All up for May. Go over the top of it as well, and Forsaken ready this time around. Gun barrel spotted. He's looking for another one, but the jiggle works out nicely. PRX having a pretty tough time of breaking down DFM.
Oh, anjing gila, calm aim bro.
From something was
1v2.
good.
Winnable, winnable.
For success.
Winnable guys.
Has a bit of delay utility after the plant. Has the wall to help him out as well, so it's not impossible.
Winnable adik-adik.
Possible.
Winnable, winnable.
When he
Trust on Davai.
Two players headed in his direction. He's going to play inside of his own orb to see if he
Pinter
can
dia.
find a little window of safety, but now seen by Akame. And 10 HP tagged down pretty substantially. The pit will be pulled as well as an insurance fund. Snakebite goes through, but it's too late to deny the defuse. So DFM claim another round, and they have the chance of holding PRX at a deficit at halftime.
Oh, so good from both sides, though.
Banyak spot wallbang. Enggak, itu emang senjata kelihatan aja.
Initial contact, and that's a quick
Senjata
swing as
kelihatan,
well
guys.
for Cess. And immediately Yatska comes
Hitoki
back in to
banget,
support it.
anjing.
It becomes an effective high-low. So
Itu.
despite something's best efforts, and the rest of the
Satu.
team, which this has the
Dua.
ultimate, this is an insane
Anjing.
flick. It's still not going to be enough, down to the 1v2 with the pit and everything as well. Great recognition from Akame to consider a separate angle. But PRX just go at it again. It's aim duels on top of aim duels.
1-for-1 so far.
Bisa
Sipa
revive
will
dia
heal
itu.
himself back up. Looks like he wants to kind of come back on that line. He does get the res in the end. They're going to continue the
Gila
challenge
gede
here,
banget
but
coy itu.
Yatsuka essentially giving his life up.
Ow!
He still
Kena one tap.
makes it worth it.
Please jangan kak.
Always going to be that marksman. The rest of the team, though, oh, this is a great full-on collision 3v3.
Something's going to run straight into them. Prowler goes forward. Info's not there, though. Forsaken trying to port back out. The timing was all wrong for PRX. 7-5. DFM are giving PRX a real headache here on Summit.
Incredible. And I have to imagine that's maybe one of those new map things again. They just saw everyone out by middle. PRX were considering it, but what they did not know is, I believe, Kaide, all the way outside of B main, had already pushed out, so the team, DFM, knew that it was going to end up on A eventually, and look at how they played the slide off angle as well. Even tossing in the saturate right at the end, Envy could not trade for the team. So not too bad. We do have
Breeze
a
atau map ini,
relative
Breeze lah.
even game
Gua
between
kalau
both
di
sides
Breeze
right now. PRX
udah
coming
pasti
in
gue
with their own
pakai
set plays off
chamber.
some timeouts, but DFM with their own adjustments.
Apa?
Real quick as well.
Hero power gue dia.
A little bit corrected from last week where they just kept on delaying but didn't have anything else left for the fights. This time around, they just continue to meet PRX at every single stop.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a bit of a different ball game going up against the triple duelists of KRX as opposed to what PRX are doing. And like, in a sense, you know, PRX, they are sort of still looking for that duel-heavy style, but it's in a different capacity
Korea
when
lucu
you've got three
banget.
duelists that are sort of trying to jump straight at
Keren
you.
ya,
We're seeing
punya kakak
a lot
Korea.
more long-range duels. That is quite impressive.
That's an insane helmet. The lights.
Came from Sweden. That is quite far.
To Korea.
I respect that.
And of course, you got Akame and his guns too. Okay. But yeah, you're absolutely right. And just a bit of a different game, but still the ideas, the executions all working out for DFM, who have retained their lead after a little bit of a drop-off, but we'll see how the pistol goes now. PRX again, I think their composition with the paint shells, the siege nades, might be a little bit better on defense, who knows? They're going to be going past their screen for now.
Oh, smoke's gone up over towards B, but that is not going to delay DFM at all. They have made the perfect call to just waltz their way into B, and PRX are now scurrying their way across, but they've got to be aware of that lurk from Kaide, and now May in a strong position here. Good crossfire established by DFM. This should be their pistol. Envy's already dropped.
Kenapa main 5-5 mid
needs
anjing?
some help and won't get it in the end. It ends up being a 1-for-1. Davai for the double with the Sheriff. And PRX
Nice
coming right
banget,
back
Bang
into
Ting.
it. Something
Itu
with
nggak
some
lihat
spam
di
through
dalam
the smoke,
smoke,
and all of
anjing.
a sudden, DFM
Lihat
in what
satu.
looked to be a good round, now struggling a little more so. Kaede has to get it done alone. Freebie onto Forsaken. We'll still put him in a 1v2, but time is ticking
Kanan, Mas.
in his favor, and he is playing ring around the rosy. It's not
Dapat.
enough. 1 for 1. Gives PRX the second half pistol, and it was sorely needed.
Death Ball, Death Squad, man. They're so fluid with how they want to rotate back in and around, and even though there is a corner that was kind of left unchecked, a new map, it seems obvious, but it's always one of these small little things that just happens when you're actually in the server on a stage, by the way, sometimes. But immediately there's a trade, and that's what works out so nicely for PRX. They constantly have multiple angles being watched for, players always available and ready for trades, ready for fights, that even down to the 2v1, although Kaede does manage to be able to get one down.
Sorry,
Merah, for something who is putting up some big numbers for the team right now, but similar ideas, wants to set up the wall or a slow to check for presence around A main. This is a variation of what DFM did before.
Well, this is a shooting gallery.
He's in a smoke. What?
This could be awkward for something. The Sheriff doesn't really have the stopping power to deal with 5 players coming around the corner at the same time, and he's caught in an awkward spot, but reinforcements arriving in the form of Jing and Forsaken, who has found a couple of taps through that wall. So PRX looking to recover the 7-7 scoreline. Kaide's going to be given the orb, at least he gets that before he falls.
Hey, 2 all points.
Bulldog PTC sih bagus tadi anjing, beneran kayak vandalnya loh. Pakai apa dia? Pace guard ya?
That is so quick.
Pace guard nggak sih?
Something, yeah, that had some question marks to it, but he at
Forsaken
least gets
nih.
one. I was thinking maybe he goes in for a wall or something, but either way.
Dua langsung aja.
Forsaken gets 2 off of his own flash as well. Jing has a bit of assistance. It's really clean.
First gone round here for DFM. We'll see what they've been cooking up in the last week.
Okay. 3-2 or 3-1-1 if you consider May to be mid.
Oh, that is sharp from Forsaken.
W Bangkor.
And the toxic screen is still there and available. Kaide's not really seeing too much else. It's just
kayaknya yang bisa bikin make a play si Wele musuhnya dah. Karena nggak jalan anjing kalau nggak ada dia.
Yeah, just keep those players honest, keep them on the B side, while the rest of DFM move their way in through middle.
Boombot's good too, but
doesn't clear actually anything. I mean, it kind of clears out elbow there, but
smart for DFM to dodge it.
Doesn't spot anybody. That's the important factor. DFM reasonably progressed through middle. Kind of watching for it. He's going to drop the door.
Oh, sengaja ditutup, guys.
DFM still not making a single sound. PRX have to be ready.
They are still ready. They haven't moved any of these players off of the B side. DFM going to be walking into 3. Now only 2 and now 1 as the entries are connected, but you're not expecting that third player. And Davide will deliver for 2, which is enough to give PRX a bit of a sniff in with this bonus round. A 2-on-2 retake required for something and Jing. No tags going through onto DFM. Something you might find it a little bit harder to get the job done here, but it's all about Jing at the moment. The Bulldog finds the head of Cess, and as connected and an easy finish for Jing, as PRX will claim their bonus.
How did Davide just turtle up and get those 2 kills? That hadn't gone through.
Gue tadi beli makan ya, enaknya. Halo Putri, halo Coking. Kalau enaknya pakai GoFood ya, terus lu pakai yang instan gitu. Kalau makanan yang nggak sampai tepat waktu, dapat kompensasi, dapat voucher gratis.
Something getting the last punch through as well makes it easy for Jing to finish the job, and now that's bonus. Broken economy for DFM. It's just so clean from this team. Every player still able to put up numbers regardless of the situation they are in. We'll see though what DFM can try to get done with their eco right now. Very tentative down middle.
Orang Jepang ya?
壁
Halo Abdel.
いやこれ A 乗ってるわどこのレイズがレイズ上か一応 A 壁を抜けれるプッシュプッシュ A プッシュ
Komsnya nyantai ya.
Doing a thing.
Little trades, but the C's tossed in as well, and that's just easy trades for days.
Udah.
Yeah, Akame gonna have a bit of a look with that Sheriff.
Tahu dia ngentot.
Wanting to obviously retrieve the spike first and foremost. Forsaken's given him an opportunity at a 1v1.
Ya Allah!
And Devi's done the same thing. This is how you lose these kinds of rounds. It's hubris from PRX.
Res nggak sih?
I'm thinking res, but
He's got to keep the gun in hand at the moment
Nice.
because the peak is coming. And once again, it is something that has to be the hero for PRX. It should not have been that close.
Jepang nggak sih guys? Dari
I
namanya
don't
udah
know why
kelihatan
I'm
kayak
laughing. I feel like
Yatsuka
it's,
Jepang
I've just watched
banget.
them so many times now that like I've come to
Makasih ya dua
just
jewelnya
accept
Putri.
it.
enjoy. Yeah, a little bit. Alex must be enraged though. Like some of these duels and fights.
Klasik
It's just so
PRX.
PRX. That's like what they do now. But at the same time, for DFM, you have to admit that those were some pretty crisp
Biasa
shots from
lah.
Akame. They brought that eco all the way
Timeout
down
DFM, man.
1v1. Like, damn. Still though, round for PRX. Gonna be able to continue off of it. But you can also kind of see like DFM do have some ideas and approaches to how they're trying to clear certain angles and corners as well. All these little bits of elevation towards middle, maybe even B main towards the back of the
Korea,
the
bingung
actual
anjing.
area where there is a ledge that can throw off crosshair placements. It is helpful, but they haven't really done enough or too
makasih,
much
Liebe.
to apply pressure to portions
Bisa
of the
gebrak
map.
meja.
They're not playing that kind of
Iya lagi.
tactical, incredibly slow pace. So PRX are kind of happy to poke around a little bit. Jing, you've seen him pivoting around middle a lot, breaking down doors, blocking off pathways away from DFM. And that's just more obstacles for DFM to think about as well. The one thing, though, I have to say would be at this point, 7 and 9, DFM can come in with some kind of a set play, perhaps. Might be able to throw PRX off guard.
Yeah, it's about time for DFM to start rolling on this attack if they want to have anything to say about this map. Looked pretty good in the first half. Now that PRX have gone over onto the defense, things have gotten much more difficult.
Gue sebenarnya diajak main itu ya sama Nadil. Dia mau review Uluru katanya. Tapi gue bilang nggak bisa, gue malam ini sibuk, tolong jangan ganggu saya ya.
That's what's coming.
Well, hi-hats. Yeah.
Jujur gue tadi kan lagi gawe ya. Gue lupa kalau hari ini tuh udah VCT anjing. Jadi tadi pas udah jam 4 gue cek. Gue inget anjing VCT RRQ. Gue langsung lihat wacik. Waduh, udah 1-0. Udah gitu udah half round. Terus kayak anjir, masa gue nonton 30 menit doang.
I've never done both. I feel like it would be a
little
bit
awkward.
When you're at home, you don't need it.
No, but like obviously it's something you have to get used to on the stage, right? So
Jepang semua kecuali Akame yang orang Korea, tapi banyak ya fans dari ininya Korea.
Timeout here from DFM.
Malam ini ada live? Enggak, Kayla.
But yes,
absolutely not in any way, shape or form.
They are close to some ultimates though, so those could be very big game-changing plays that they can make. Immediately taking control over A main, bit of presence towards B as well. But PRX, immediate wall, Jing propped up. Okay, PRX giving them due respect.
Yeah. Retake set up for PRX. Invi's just going to collect one on the way through, and it's not going to need to be a retake if you drop the spike on the way in.
Itu retake apa retake anjir?
That is madness.
Sight
for free in the end. PRX said, no, you do not. May and Cess immediately find themselves alone, and unfortunately for May, this is playing a horror game. All your mates are just gone.
One
enggak, flawless. Dapai mati, Cok.
Well. On the side, he just has to clear.
Just got picked off.
Little angles as best as he can. Yeah, and that's what
they're
so damn good at though. Envy as well. Like they're just playing reserved, watching every possible lane of entry. as soon as he hears something, immediately pops in for that quick peek and actually gets the kill. And then the next one is the guy with the spike. Like, why not have Mei carry it and then, you know, dash in, light speed in or something? But, well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Now they're going to go full-on collision into A site, just a toxic screen and maybe Envy to try to hold it off. Ooh, Divine.
As soon as that wall goes down, he's going to have quite the handful to deal with, and just absolutely no chance there as Yasuka able to double down on the entry. It felt like Divine just got a little bamboozled.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This has got to be what that timeout was for. You have a full set play into this. Hitting the Nightfall, everything. Divine might have been considering maybe set onto a TP into the corner, but okay. Something tries to bring it back. Have to break down the wall though.
I don't know. Let's not count this as over just yet. PRX have had a couple of moments where they've looked pretty sharp, and Jing's also holding onto a showstopper. You do have a res available, something in position to find one on an Envy. So 4-on-4 for the retake. Time has ticked away pretty substantially, but that doesn't matter if you find an entry or two, and Jing's going to get the first. No more than that, and we get a res straight back on through in the end. DFM looking to hold on, and it seems as though they will, as that spike ticks ever faster. But PRX unsuccessful this time. It's mutually assured destruction for everybody left on the side. Something even goes down. Kami, the only survivor, but PRX invests quite a bit on that retake that does not pay off.
I mean, you can say the same for both sides, to be honest.
At least DFM win the round.
Exactly. That's the main takeaway, but it's a bit of a desperado gambit from PRX to be able to force this to happen in the first place. Like, ultimates, the res brought back in from Yatsuka as well. In the grand scheme of things, although this was a very nice set play into post-plant hold as well,
bulan depan
not being able to make it out alive,
streaming dulu,
battle of attrition.
Di 2 minggu lagi deh.
They start off the round with a peek into
awal bulan kayaknya gua ada mau ke Jakarta dulu. Gua mau ngecek mau pulang dulu lebih tepatnya, sama mau screening guys. Soalnya gua dikasih tau abang gua disuruh screening, takutnya gua ada penyakit bawaan dari nyokap gua. Ya semoga baik-baik saja lah ya. Paling ya nggak itu kemarin nanti dicek doang sih. Apakah gue punya apa penyakit bawaan atau tidak?
Kaide is done. Yeah, clean headshot. May's been spotted out now as well. You're gonna get the triple swing. No mistake.
3 orang yang nge-pick anjing.
Spike still not really retrieved. Takame's just picked it up now. He's not going to get away with it. Easy kill for Envy. PRX up to 11, dictating this game at the moment. DFM, they get one round in the second half, but they're not able to put anything behind it, so it really does feel like a bit of an outlier.
Headset thank you, Mufar.
Kind of, huh?
Ya, alhamdulillah, gue so far
so darn good as well. Everything that they're considering. I think.
Tapi gue diingetin sama abang gue katanya. Coba screening, gue takutnya ada penyakit bawaan. Gue bilang ya bentar, gue balik.
It might not be like a full double duelist, but it's very measured and controlled.
Takutnya itu gue kena penyakit kayak abang gue yang sekarang. Abang itu udah sering di umur dia yang sekarang, di umur dia 26, udah sering bolak-balik ke rumah sakit karena anemia sih abang gue. Anemia tuh parah, kayak lu harus berhenti ngerokok segala macem lah gitu. Sebenernya ngerokok boleh, tapi kayak sehari sebatang aja gitu.
Someone opened up. Mei could dash on in.
Okay. Oh, they're trying to min-max it, get a res in.
Oh, bisa ngeres dia. Yatsuka bisa ngeres. Dia plan.
Res is going to be so easy with this load coming through from Forsaken. There's no body that you can easily get to. So Yatsuka, if he's too hell-bent on getting this res, he might just fall for free round the corner.
Nice banget, nggak jadi res.
It was a bait after all. Yatsuka too eager for the revive, and Defy is in there onto Mei. PRX will go to 12. You could see the idea for DFM. You called it. It was maybe the right call, but in the end, PRX thinking one step ahead.
Ciling. Tidak, Mas Pur. Masih gawe. Ini karena ada streaming VCT aja gue streaming. Kalau nggak ada ya gue lanjut gawe tadi ambil beres.
They recognize it and they immediately pounce onto it. Forsaken. Oh. Not only that, like every instant contact, it's not going to be easy for DFM to break through unless they have some kind of set play.
Psycho, bro.
Again, oh, Psycho. Fundamentally,
Bang Alek tidak senang loh ya.
Really neatly. And although this is Akame's 1000th milestone career kill, you're going to need a hell of a lot more just to get this map to an OT. Oh, Viper's Pit. Okay.
Interesting. Well, on the topic of something, by the way, I think he's pretty close to 3,000. He came in this week at 2,963, so a chance that he could maybe get it today if it's a longer game. Forsaken is trying to steal some of those kills away. Jing's in there as well as Envy. There's a massive mid setup from PRX, and DFM have gone walking straight into it. Nades could be a huge problem. Yatsuka survives and heals back on up.
You get a res in. Walls off first.
Aduh.
Straight back in for the recontest for
Satu
PRX.
lagi guys, kelas mereka.
The reses,
Oh my god.
speaking, have been quite
Labi.
effective for DFM.
Devi though.
Yeah.
It's not going to be an easy 1v3, that's for
Tidak
sure.
ada live
But he
mabar,
has
guys, hari
slipped
ini,
up all
guys.
the way from behind. Will DFM expect another lurk or flank play?
He's watching for it. So if I can close the distance, but walk straight into the headshot. So DFM not down just yet.
This can definitely go a little bit further as well.
Mukanya Mei mirip ini guys. Mirip Cijes. Cijes lagi
And considering all the mid hits, this is another one of
Weapon,
these
yeah.
rounds where this time PRX kind of dies by the sword. They wanted to go for the aim duels, especially off of the res. Like it's a it's a sound opportunity to try to capitalize off of. But if DFM are just a little bit more readier, it is what it is. You go after the next one. Jing one away from Showstopper as well. This can make for a pretty explosive last few rounds. DFM though, just full in balls into A site.
Not going to let that one happen. Not so easily at least, but does have to go down fighting. Forsaken also
Main
drops in
agresif,
that.
Cok.
Meanwhile, A site
DFM-nya.
somewhat cracked open here. DFM getting a fast plant in and some nice space being taken as well by Mei. He might even just continue with this push, and that is going to be a real
Bisa sih abis run ini.
for PRX. They're not expecting him that far progressed. It's a decent trade from Jing.
Tapi jangan ulti sekarang.
Has got the showstopper ready to rip if there's maybe an opening in this round.
Maybe not though. 2v3. You can't go in alone.
Something is being given time to work, and I dare say he's going to find his kill onto Akame, but Jing got nothing done, so might not be a relevant factor in the end. Time is starting to get away from something.
Smoke is too good.
Wants to push his way forward and cannot win
Bisa.
it
Ini
for
abis ini.
PRX, so DFM survive yet again.
Now 2 rounds away. What's the economy then look like for PRX? They have their ults that they are still sitting on though. So anything
Bisa nih, abis
can
ini nih.
happen. It still
Abis
kind of
ini
feels
nih.
like it could be anyone's game, although that said, DFM does have a bit more work to do. However, it's quite clear that going in with full push
lagi yang
full
lagi WP?
rushes can
Bang
work out
Por,
quite effectively if PRX
Sterik.
only have singular players left on sites to try and stall or hold. Like Devi was only able to take down one, couldn't toss in a snake bite because he had no info, honestly. That's fair, especially that's what that Waylay can do.
Satu lagi guys.
He did what he could.
Wacik, Beben.
Ultimately wasn't quite fully enough yet. Now it's gonna get timeout. Could see
Udah.
PRX start to shore up defenses on both B or A a bit more.
Yang gua subscribe ya.
Which leaves gaps elsewhere.
Harusnya
as well.
Nadil juga ada,
will
guys.
have their choice pick.
Tapi gua nggak tahu kenapa dia
Remember,
ini.
they have their ults to bank on as well. They can sell some fakes
Kayaknya dia
if
ini
they
dah.
so choose, convergent paths and the like.
Alright, fist bumps all around as the timeout does fade away. PRX wanting to ensure that they get it done here before it gets a little bit too out of hand. One more round for DFM, and it really starts to add that element of doubt to PRX's chances of winning this map. But for now, it's still kind of feeling comfortable enough.
Yeah, maybe. PRX just bank on the fact that, yeah, they're not going to hit A twice. Let's bank up on B this time. Hope that it works out. Bit of a crossfire, maybe. Something to jiggle for info first.
It's going to be pushed away. Convergent paths in. Mei gets a double. There's no way. Something and Jing just deleted both, caught by the convergent paths and could not land their shots. Iffy though, for at least 1 and 2. Now Forsaken chiming in as well. It's not possible surely that they could still hold this round a 3v5 for PRX if Davai can close out this 1v1.
Face your fear. Take them.
Will be spotted out or not. He just avoided it by the barest of margins, and Akame bamboozled. It is over. PRX secure the 3-on-5. Davai wins the 1v1. And yes, his name is Davai.
Let's go! Which is exactly what it means as well. My God. Cool as a cucumber. And he doesn't even break a sweat. Dodges the Nightfall with ease. That's a simple pick as well. They always had the cushion to go off of. It was pretty close, you have to admit. DFM have the right building blocks, but PRX's blocks are just that more solid. And that's what I was talking about. This is a scary team when they have the right fundamentals to build off of. For the next few iterations of this, you can bet they're going to try to make something more innovative out of their current composition. Teams. Yeah, you got to beware PRX on Summit, man.
I would say there was still, a couple of teething issues there for PRX. Certainly the slow start raised a couple of questions. They'll be looking at that map and saying, was that our best foot put forward on Summit? I don't think they'll say yes to that. They'll definitely have some things that they want to work on, they want to fix up. I think they would say that was a little bit too close for comfort by their standards, but end of the day, decent game played by DFM as well, it does have to be said. And we do move into map 2 with PRX still in a pretty solid position, so I don't think anyone really walks away from that too disappointed. Yeah, you don't want to lose the map, but to get close against PRX, I think as DFM, that is still considered a pretty solid game.
Like, look at this as well from Akame. I mean, man was popping off, he was showing off his guns during the walkout, but then you got to think about Ascent. Is PRX going to still be playing their mixed composition? But DFM, they can be pretty damn solid as well, and they look to be in pretty decent form today. I'm going to toss it back over to the desk for now, though. We'll have to listen to what they have to say.
Definitely agree that that was a bit too close for comfort, even down to the very last round. But PRX, they managed to take their map pick of Summit here, but
yeah.
DFM, this was like really, really good from them, I have to say.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like it's interesting to see what PRX is experimenting with a little bit in this group stage. They're one of the teams that's already qualified for champs. Other teams that aren't really stringing together a ton of upsets. Maybe you could say like a Gen G has a chance to top 2 in their group, but if you're one of the teams that doesn't like DFM loses their opening game, they're also kind of in experimental phase until we go into play-ins, and I think both of these teams are kind of testing things out on Summit and feeling each other out, and I thought that they both played decently in this game.
Nice untuk PRX.
I agree. I don't think this is horrible for DFM, but right now,
yes.
2 summits played and 2 losses, they do feel kind of...
Lupa, anjir. Apa? Kopi kanan anjing.
Summit's layout.
Jangan lupa minum air putih, teman-teman. Nah, gua kasih lagu gini dulu ya. Gua sambil mengerjakan map Among Us lagi. Gua nggak bisa kasih. Kalian kalau menanya boleh sembari nunggu. Gua masih mengurus map ini. Map Amogus. Dapur. Ini udah communication udah. Ntar ada ini. Ntar.
Get up, it's time to get real. Can't control the steering wheel. Outside is in a veil of mystery. Won't get out so easily. We are living our lives and we realize what's happening. Hey brother, watch yourself. Grab your things, don't miss your chance. Find your own rhythm and dance your own dance. Be creative, chart your course. You must know what lies ahead. Driving through the deep end of the ocean. Leaving obscurity.
Dapur sekarang garap dapur. Lepas ya, spill dikit nggak boleh. Ini menurut gua project gede, jadi gua nggak boleh nggak boleh gue spill. Ini file sangat rahasia, dan ini bikinnya pakai hasil keringat dan tangan. Kalau di spill begitu aja, kayak nanti ekspektasi kalian kayak aduh udah lihat gue malas gitu loh. Sorry banget teman-teman ya. Sebenarnya gampang guys. Oh ini belum ya? Belum cuy, belum cuy. 2, 3. Kemarin ada viewer juga yang nanya guys, pakai backsound apa gitu. Gue pakai backsound ini sembarangan B. Gue pakai backsound Iridium Beats. Kalau rahasianya secara bokep mirip. Bang, sorry, Anda tamatan apa? Apa ini gua SMA? Apa emang? Yang ngerjain map ini gua sama Martin guys. Martin yang gambar, gue yang eksekusi buat naro barang eksekusi buat masang-masang modnya. Minat di bidang apa? Ini apa? Desain grafis, mostly di desain grafis sama ya gua lulusan ini apa namanya SMK ngambil multimedia. Pokoknya minat gua yang ada di multimedia gua garap semua, kecuali yang ngoding gitu gua kurang bisa. Sisa ini doang. Gitu. Bentar, guys. Ntar ada main sama Upi gak? Enggak. buat gue pesen kopi. Habis itu si masnya malah naruh di lantai anjing. Gue bilang gue udah kasih notes, gantungnya di pintu, taruhnya malah di ini jing, di lantai coba. Pernah coba lamar kerja? Atau kalau enggak ada tawaran job kayak freelance gitu, soalnya yang diminati ada dulu. Jadi dulu kan gue emang apa ya kasarannya, semenjak masuk SMA gue tuh jarang YouTube kan, dan bisa dibilang YouTube gue mati lah kasarannya gitu. Yang kayak gue nggak aktif konten lagi kayak, tapi gue nggak mikir kayak gue nih YouTuber mati apa, kayak gue nggak kepikiran kayak gitu. Kayak ya udah aja, ngerti nggak sih guys? Kontol. Kayak gue lah, emang gue nggak YouTube ya udah gitu loh. Bodoh amat gue mau dikatain gue nih YouTuber mati atau gimana. Soalnya gue tidak mendengar mereka, kayak gue bodoh amat sistemnya gitu loh. Terus karena waktu itu kayak daripada gue harus back from zero lagi, mendingan gue cari kayak gawean freelance gitu. Gitu guys. Terus habis itu kena lah COVID tuh. Gue mulai apa ya, alhamdulillah gue karena punya temen yang baik gitu loh, jadinya kayak gue ditawarin, ini ada job dari bank ini mau nggak gitu, kayak ngeditin video ini gitu. Gue orangnya riset guys, misalnya kayak let's say siapa ya, Nadil gitu, misalnya mau pakai jasa edit gue, itu kan jatuhnya kayak freelance ya. Kayak gue mah ayo aja, tapi gue balik lagi, gue riset dulu ini karakteristik orangnya kayak gimana, sama dari cara nge-YouTube dan lain-lainnya itu gimana. Kalau emang menurut gue serak gue ambil, tapi kalau yang kayak menurut kayak kontol lah gitu, gak gue ambil. Terus apalagi yang kayak banyak mau gitu loh. Kalau banyak yang mau, gue gak mau. Ayo, aku sedang WP, Rayu. Kok kamu gak WP, kontol lah, monyet. Intinya kalian dalam hidup cari minat kalian di mana. Kalau gue kan emang kayak di bagian kayak gini-gini, kayak komputer, gue sangat cinta banget gitu. Berat kayak anjing, gue passion banget kayak gini. Ya udah gitu. Kayak Raiju tuh, dia jago main game, yang pertama. Terus yang kedua, dia suka banget mobil. Kayaknya jatuhnya turunan gak sih Ju? Kalau kayak gitu, emang wajib ya partner WP, anjing batu banget. Kalau gua kan sayang sama gamenya ya. Oh, pokoknya dari map Among Us yang bisa gua spill ini nih satu. aja udah. Sebenarnya masih banyak banget ya. Tapi nanti kalian harus nonton kita semua. Ada bos Kimaku. Bener-bener riset influencer. Kalau gue iya kayak gitu. Ya lu misalnya kayak ada influencer, let's say lu mengidolakan dia. Habis itu lu dapat kesempatan untuk gawe di dia, let's say kayak gitu. Terus pas lu tahu kenyataan realitanya seperti apa, lu dianjing-anjing, di mampus-mampus, nggak ada yang tahu bos. Ternyata lu disuruh kayak kerja rodi, kayak ya apa ya, dari gaji lu sampai apa ya, kayak pekerjaan sama gaji tuh nggak sepadan. Itu jadi PR banget anjing. Guys, itu namanya kalian harus tahu betapa realita hidup seperti itu. Kemudian kamu Olive diem lo ya, gue sentil. Martin, nice Martin. Gila. Dari utama. Upload data anti garbage fix wiring. Dapat job dari luar pernah. Jatuhnya endorse sih. Kalau dapat job dari luar ya. Main apa? Nggak main aku Sabil. Mas Awi cabuli aku Mas Cilim. Oh my god, kamu lagi di Awi. Lama banget cok. Ininya. WP sendirian aja. Iya Olive, kamu mau nemenin aku nggak Olive? Kalau ngerti Valorant. List utang AC belum bayar anjing. Berapa? Udah mau 100.000 kayaknya. Nih, susah link buat mapnya, jadi gambar misalnya. Nih, gua kasih tau nih. Sekarang kerjaan gua lagi kayak gini nih. Nih, gua nggak bisa zoom out karena nanti ketahuan. Jangan ya. Jadi ini kenapa bang kok ini dikasih masking gini? Jadi nanti pas si karakter Among Us-nya itu jalan-jalan, tuk. Nah, misalnya dia mau ke bawah sini nih, nah itu bisa. Nah tapi ini kayak pembatasnya gitu loh. Jadi let's say ini objek, ini sama dengan benda. Jadi kalian nggak bisa nabrak gitu loh. Jadi ini dikasih barrier, dikasih masking gini, biar dia nanti nggak nabrak sama gambarnya. Kan nggak realistis ya. Jadinya ini gue masking gitu. Gimana lebih nyaman dapat job dari luar atau dalam? Ya jujur dari luar karena duitnya kurensinya gede. Lu pikir aja jir. Kayak teman gue tuh, ada teman SMA gue, dia web engineering gitu. Dia yang ngurus kayak website rumah sakit gitu. Sekali gajian, gila dia nyayur dia tuh. Keren temen gue anjir. Tapi gue waktu zaman sekolah, kalau kayak ada kerjaan coding itu, gue pasti minta ke dia. Gitu. Kayak gue copy paste codingan temen gue, lu udah belum? Minta dong. Jadi gue kayak misalnya nih CMD. Nah gue tinggal kayak misalnya apa, set gini. Gue tinggal copy paste punya dia doang, kayak zerot. Kayak gue kayak gini, copy paste beres. Hits nanti kelihatan. Mager lagi asik main TFT. Paki anjing. Kafetaria 1. Gaji gede tapi sekali dapat job nggak cuma 2 atau 3. Iya. Gitu. Kalau orang luar gitu, guys. Berapa link gaji begituan? Apanya gaji begituan? Saatnya masking tembok. Gue mau masking tembok. Ini kayaknya bakal bisa jadi project bulanan Among Us deh nanti untuk O2H. Jadi soalnya ini project pertama dulu kita jalanin. Kalau kayak viewer happy dan yang lain juga happy nontonnya, ini pasti menjadi konten bulanan, mungkin sebulan bisa 2 kali. Nah tapi gue lagi ngatur mod buat kayak ada roles gitu-gitu. Apalagi terus kayak apa ya? Bikin tas sendiri, bikin role, pokoknya role tas sendiri lah gitu. Itu yang susah, guys. Kang belum tahu, jangan tanya gua, guys. Tanya ke Upi kalau mau Fandi ya, tolong yang OTD gitu-gitu stop nanya-nanya gitu ya. Gua lagi nggak pengen ditanya tentang seputar OTD dari gua sih. Rafael. Kabar guys, belum mulai ini VCT-nya, masih istirahat kayaknya. Isoma. Ada live lagi? Nggak ada. Aku ngurus map Among Us. Maaf ya. Besok ada geng. Ditunggu ya teman-teman. Ingetin ya, besok. Nih bagi yang nonton sekarang, besok ada geng. Udah. Apa besok ada geng? Tanam tuh di core memory kalian. Besok ada geng jam 8 malam.
Until somebody cries, goddamn always talking shizzle behind men get left behind. Come on and quit the shizzle, tell me what you really want. Louder ladies, I can feel nothing in the tone of your voice. Closer it gets, y'all know how everything reflects. Your soul and spirit's lost, pretends gets rejects. Look man, you were one who actually you detest. I guess there are good reasons why you can't
MC, kayak Minecraft bisa besok pagi sih. Gua hari ini mau jadi kerja Rodi dulu buat ngurus Among Us. Lagi gua kejar banget ini. Gue lagi ngejar banget ini map Among Us anjing. Jadi ditunggu aja ya teman-teman ya. Tanam di core memory kalian. Besok ada geng. Jujur ya, gue pengen banget showcase, kasih spill ke kalian, tapi ini masalah project gede guys, dan ini map original buatan sendiri. Jadi gue nggak pengen apa ya, kalian tuh dapat spoiler. Gue takutnya kayak nanti kaliannya nggak excited gitu loh. Itu teman-teman ya. Yang Among Us, ya Among Us Lutfi. Cara kurangin ngerokok. Aduh, kalau dari gue emang inisiatif sendiri sih. Ini kalau kalian emang ada inisiatif sendiri buat kayak ngurangin rokok, bisa itu. Ini gue sekarang, gue emang sekarang lagi udah apa ya? Udah jarang ngerokok. Itu satu. Tapi minusnya kayak ngepot gitu-gitu masih kenceng. Kafetaria pilar kiri atas. Bentar lagi jadi guys. Nggak sabar gue tinggal naro tasnya doang beres anjing. Habis ntar gue full handmade by Martin. Ya kalau gua bisa bilang gua juga kerja. Thank you Apal. Gue juga kerja karena ini ngurusin maskingnya. Sebenarnya Martin bisa sih. Martin bisa ini, tapi dia ada project lain jadinya gue yang garap. Kafetaria pilar kan KA kanan atas AA kanan atas. Oke, ini gua nanti tinggal cari. Terima kasih ya Lutfi. Gua tinggal nyari. Aduh, Awi lagi sibuk guys. Sebenarnya gua butuh Awi guys. Kalau untuk kayak permodingan tuh Awi jago tuh buat nyari mod. Nah, ini nanti ada satu lagi nih. Gimana caranya gua nge-import map Among Us-nya ke dalam gamenya? Kalau bikinnya emang gampang. Maksudnya kayak desain sendirinya gampang. Pertanyaan gua yaitu satu. Cara masukinnya gimana? Gue udah nonton, lagi nungguin ini VCT lagi break ini. Tapi kok breaknya lama ya anjing? Apa karena match 1 tadi kecepetan ya? Kayaknya iya deh guys. Bisa jadi kah? Bagian tas-tas gitu lu juga. Sebenarnya kalau untuk custom Martin yang gambar sendiri. Kalau gua yang masang, gua bagian masang. Tuh. Jadi Martin kayak ada tas. Sebenarnya tas-tasnya sih masih sama bawaan Among Us. Tapi kita ini bikin sendiri lagi untuk desain gambarnya. Itu guys. Bagus banget ini anjing. Cuma kalian tidak akan expect buat nanti di hari Minggu. Bismillah, hari Minggu trial and error. Udah maksudnya hari ini gue trial and error. Jadi biar gue besok absen siapa aja yang mau ikut 15 orang. Habis itu gue juga sekalian ngasih tutorial ke mereka yang mau ikutan buat cara install mod ini. Udah mau mulai guys. Begitu. Kafetaria pilar kanan gitu adik-adik. Kalian tunggu aja ya. Pindahan kemana? Nanti udah ke studio pindahan guys. Sementara ntar gue tinggal di kolong jembatan dulu sama Nadil anjing. Sedih cok, babi. Fuck lah. Semoga bisa ada AC lah ntar di dekat-dekat kolam jembatan. Atau kalian yang di sekitaran Bandung gitu, yang tempatnya bisa gue tinggalin, yang home alone, boleh lah ya. Cewek only tapi cewek only. Udah mau mulai guys. Let's go, mulai. Yoks nonton dulu, nanti kita lanjut lagi. Yoks menonton.
No, it kind of makes sound sense right now with Davai on the chamber too.
I wanted to see the mix.
Yeah, I know you would have.
I had some good stuff cooking in the lab for a mixed game, but it's okay. We might get it
Lihatin
later on
apa
in
ini?
the season.
Satu kill.
See what PRX can do on this
Nggak
initial
jadi,
defense towards B. At the moment, it is just Davai.
Anjing
DFM
sendiri
are
dia,
kinda
cok.
just walking their way in, happy to progress through B main, take this fight toward the headhunter. Dangerous task for Davai coming around that corner. Multiple players watching him, and May will be the one to connect the headshot. So that is the B side cracked open for DFM.
Yeah, split in over, but still gonna have to flash their way in, kind of into a corner.
Yeah, not dug out just
shit,
yet, and has a chance for a knife. He's gonna go begging something for the double, and now we're back into the 2-on-2. Envy
Nice banget Envy.
punishing for a couple
Nice.
of shots, and something with the 3K, the retake
Hell
from
nah, nggak boleh lah,
PRX,
anjing.
so good. A 3K from something, converting the 4-on-5.
Double, triple. We gotta see how that happens again, but I do imagine just slowing things down a bit.
Gue baru lihat
PRX always leaving
chamber di
options
sini anjir.
available for the trades, the way they space themselves out even. So although
Bukan
initial
benar, kan?
contact
Map 2 per
doesn't go
second pakai
exactly
omen
the way
lagi
they would have
anjing.
liked, just
Tahuan
seeing
satu
that
duelis.
smoke set up, they were a bit sussy about it. Players pushing in as well, and that's enough for something as that Euro with a final player right behind to be able to spot out Kaide mid-knife. It's a good attempt, but surprisingly not enough. Like, that was a pretty damn good pistol from
Jago
DFM,
anjing.
but even
Jangan lupa
getting
dukung PRX ya
Alex to crack
teman-teman.
into the last.
Especially
Alright.
after that last map. Impressive. Everyone get the nice mental reset during the break there.
Okay. Wow, a couple of shorties for DFM. Are they looking to explode into a site? A little bit of crossfire towards short though.
Jing ready for
Ya
that.
Allah.
Pretty impressive whiff from him, and DFM have waltzed their way in through tree, waltzed their way in through A main, and they have the side.
Oh my god. Not only do they have sight, they've actually managed to pick up all the weapons needed as well. The door's been shut. It's just the sheriffs. This actually might be a 1-1.
I don't think Alex is going to be laughing after this one.
No way. Break the
Says
door.
perfect spot for a paranoia as well. I mean, there's just no way back in here for PRX.
Absolutely.
There it is. Both something and Envy connected. And here's some footsteps coming forward here, and DFM will be well aware of where those two remaining PRX players are coming from. So you would think there's just
Anjing.
no chance at all of this retake happening. DFM claim themselves
Diputar-putar
a
oleh
cheeky
si
round.
bro lo ya.
And PRX, yeah, a bit of sweat on their brow after that.
A bit. Maybe a little bit
Cyper bener
too
sendiri ya.
lax. Seeing the crossfire setup.
Iya,
but
Cok,
not
tadi
quite
kalau sabar
accepting.
banget nih.
You know, teams don't often go in for the
Jingnya,
shorty
Cok.
on the second round. But this is a great turnaround for DFM. Guns picked up and everything. You know what I would like to maybe see though? If something just tosses in like a fake Euro clone, like, you know, he just sends himself in anyway and tries to fake it out. Turns around, gets a couple of headshots.
Similar to what we saw from Autumn yesterday,
Yes.
although it didn't work out in terms of him getting kills.
Nice banget Davai, Cok.
Big swing, big ding from Davai.
Dia nggak sempat react anjir itu.
He's always
Hihi.
incredible as well. But
Red tapi.
just softening up what they can. DFM have their sights set on towards the A portion of the map.
Yeah, Spike just hanging out in mid. You'll see that probably rotating back off to A.
Not too much in terms of stall or smokes or anything from PRX either. Just the off angles from Something and Jing, who are moving into a crossfire position around the cove now.
Another smoke ready for Forsaken. They've got the numbers on the right side of the map, and they're going to play inside of this dark cover, for a second at least. Recon Bolt does connect onto one. Forsaken's also been spotted out as well. You might see the cancel here from DFM, but time is starting to become a little bit of a concern for them. 35 seconds, they are going to commit to this site, and PRX.
Gila nggak dikasih masuk, coy. Lu lihat defending kayak gitu anjing, asap semua sama air anjing, kasih air.
Mid-round's going to start to get a bit messy for DFM.
Real shit kah?
Managed to wrangle a weapon away as well. PRX keeping 3 players close by just in case there's a re-aggression, but oh god.
Wah anjing.
That's a good shot for Akame.
Itu dia nggak ngeker anjir.
PRX is going to be beaten on the rotate, so
bagus shot rotate-nya.
Retake City for them.
But does DFM play forward or behind? They choose Boathouse. A little bit concerned about the potential lethality of PRX on their sheriffs.
Goes through, he's not going to spot anybody out. That already in and of itself is going to be some information. And Jing catching Seth. Another one.
1v1.
3K for this retake. That could be a real spot of bother for DFM. Has retrieved a rifle as well. And surely there isn't too far for someone else to be. But right exactly where Mei is hiding. Jing gets the 3K on the retake with the fake of the pistol drop. And PRX will claim their second round.
Oh my god! I can't believe that. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't.
Kasian guys itu. Sama Harbornya nggak dikasih masuk anjing.
It's just a little bit of noise. It distracts you for a second.
Wow.
Does enough.
Dia udah TP. Tembak sebelahnya.
2-1 now. It's gonna be DFM set down for economy. No, actually they should be okay.
Lucu banget anjing.
Really thought about it for just a second.
Buang pistol anjing.
Oh my god. All fun and whimsy, but it's gonna be blades for me now. Listen in to see how PRX would stand.
Harusnya something yang begitu anjir. Nice banget, nice backup, nice backup.
They close the market. Can someone break? Jason, can you break?
Yeah. Lean. They can be up, boys. They can be. I can't see.
Break. Oh yeah. Omen was lane, guys. I got PJ. 3, 2, 2 more. Two last. Nothing. They're gonna go back to heal. You have your ulti, guys. I got it. I got it, guys. Nice.
No more. Attack bot.
Right to there.
That's tucked in the corner here.
Timing job.
Not going to have a great time of it, you'd think. Spotted initially, but not on that jump. PRX pretty aware of, roughly speaking, where he is. See a player hunting into that dark cover. And is Davai who has whiffed. Oh my, that was scary for a second for PRX. There was that content piece everyone was thinking it was a horror game or something like that, but I don't know, maybe this was the horror game for Davai instead.
That's okay.
It might have been.
That's okay.
Sometimes things like that happen, you know, with agent models and hitboxes and whatnot, but
Jing udah 2 kali tuh di jump scare 3 orang anjing.
Still finding value in that op. Says has done well to turn around 180. We'll keep an eye on that for the next one. You gotta love that.
Oh,
clip it. But yeah,
it's a good reaction, that's for sure. Well, something could be playing with a bit of fire here if he sticks around a little too long. It's an entry attempt into the A site from DFM, and Mei is doing some pretty damn good work in that regard at 3K. Seems like DFM have just kind of beaten PRX for pace there. Something still got the dimensional drift.
Nice banget, Cok. Bang
As well.
Samti.
A double headshot straight onto Akame and Mei, and now
nice banget, nice
saves
backup
his life
anjing.
for a second. It is now something alone. Port out from Cess, just in time.
Something as gate crashes to play around. He can fake TP. Cess is gonna have to be cautious.
Oh, the timing perfect on the peak as well, and that is an incredible round from something. Just pulling
Please 12-1.
I hate that I'm going to say this, but he's pulled
Ali.
something from nothing.
Ali.
Well done, Jordan.
I hate that I've said that, but there was nowhere else to go with that.
No kidding. I mean, it was kind of like a situation. May just comes in, blitzes through every single player up by short.
Bakal nge-throw, enggak harusnya
But,
kuat di defense.
yeah, although they did beat kind of PRX to the punch on the site, something immediately just ports over, and that's what the Yoru can do, especially with the gate crash. And he finds value off that, gets one refreshed as well, has support from Envy.
Oh, makanya
Didn't get the up at the
ditahan
end,
dulu
though,
guys
and I
itu.
think that's what the crowd's
Buat
kind
ambil
of
OP anjing.
stunned for. But either way, this is still
Jago
a
tapi si
rather
Mei anjing.
impressive clutch. Has the right pop.
Wah, ini Bang Something anjing.
And he didn't.
Nggak ada
I
kicking,
don't
guys.
know if this is something you can calculate through, you know, the time
Nanti
of
ada
rotation,
live
you
trio
kind of
monyet.
think
Tadi
to
gue di
where-
WA.
Oh, that guy in the front.
Time out.
That face palm was so
Ada live
The
trio
vibes are a
monyet.
little bit different to the Zeta fan meet or the watch party that we saw from the first game.
But yeah, like beating Says to the punch also. My God. And this is kind of like, in a way,
Mei emang abang-abangan
best-
di FM. W.
in a way, one of the best possible starts that PRX could have gone off of, which is why DFM needs this timeout. The economy's flowing, they're buying up the ops, Davai has a tour de force, there could be a double op situation here, because Yoru is an op thing as well, and then something's just so good on it. Oh my God, there's just so much. DFM, I can only imagine like the way they break through this is by having initiators or something to force the op players off of their lines, and then immediately play contact.
In the
into it.
statement, abe yang paling babi. Aha.
Yacht's gone
In the
beyond his
statement,
luck.
aku
Can
bugil
overwhelm
juga sabi.
sniper players.
Aha.
You should.
Sorry. Lanjut.
Well, back to square one for DFM. They're going to have to run it back, see if they can find a way to put some rounds together on this attack. PRX getting away with a little bit. I mean, they had a mishap of their own, to be fair. But it's been a little chaotic. It's been a little messy.
Bang Jing. Santai lo Bang Jing.
Even after all of that, though, to see a 4-1 scoreline for PRX here.
Lanjutin yang kemarin. Iya, Fidel. Tapi nanti live-nya sekitar jam 1
I'm
pagi.
concerned for something's position. This is
Mumpung
very
lagi
far
malam
front. Has the
minggu.
gate crash TP out if it needs,
Hari
but the op
Jumat.
in this angle
Jadi kan
is-
besok masih libur.
I don't know, man. I
Jadi
feel like he's just
menyiapkan
kinda getting away
tontonan
with
buat
so
kalian
much.
yang begadang.
Fair enough.
Drone has spotted him. He's so bold, so
Iya,
confident,
anjing,
and
lama
he
banget
just
itu.
decides to back on out, but
Oh, nice banget, Something.
so sharp.
Something
Maze
dengan AWP-nya
dashes,
emang.
by the way, plucked out of the air by Something, and that's what I mean. He just seems to be getting away with everything at the moment, and he is unleashed.
Okay.
Ya Allah, Jing momen lagi kah?
It's going to be a big wave,
Yeah.
but Kaide still able to shoot in,
Jing moment like-
for Nord.
Alibi.
Positions revealed on the behalf of PRX. Forsaken, again, doesn't really care. He's just happy to take this fight to DFM. And still, by the way, Something is in on the site, which is obviously of massive concern for DFM. Another pop flash out there. Dimensional drift now to try and find the information, see if he can deny anything more. Just giving Akame a little bit of a whisper in his ear as that plan's going down. It's that whole game style. This time it's Davai.
Anjing mainnya kayak seru
you've got
banget
an op.
anjing.
You've got tour de force from Davai. You've got Something
PRX
standing behind
nggak tahu
you as
nanti
you're
di
planting the
attacker
spike.
gimana ya. Let's see.
It's some kind of horror game for DFM.
It's nothing personal, kid. Oh my God.
Let's see teman-teman
It's
ya.
definitely not your typical round of Valorant, that's for sure. But holy cow, I was just about to
Gila,
think,
coy, Something
you
ini.
know, in this retake scenario, this is where the double op kind of bites you in the back. But look at that shot as well. It's a headshot. How? This is insane. Pardon my French. What the fudge was that? This is insane. Gets himself in towards the back of sight, and DFM, for all their efforts worth, they tried so hard to push PRX off by the back of spawn, or up towards stairs, you could call it what we will, but everything just tosses them back in. Jinx sends in that reckoning, they get kind of blinded up. Something takes advantage of that situation.
Yeah.
You go again.
And Something's over towards A
Oh,
this
wide
time
jump.
around, so he is changing it up, and he is continuing to cause issues for DFM.
Aduh!
This shot won't connect. Had a good chance at it. Yatsuka gets the better of it this time. A site is ripped
Aduh, kena satu pelor
open.
tuh.
And cleanly done by DFM as well.
Avoiding the open line, so no spams available this time, but Forsaken still has his flash. Just gonna wall off to bait out as much as possible for now.
Yeah, they're kind of all stuck in on the site here, DFM, so there might be a world. These shock darts are doing a lot of work. Still, they need to be converted upon. TP up in from Forsaken will be unsuccessful, but you're still starting to see a few kills come through for PRX. It's just Kaide. Spike is somewhat planted favorably for him. He's going to build a wall of cages.
Gila, dia naik anjing.
And PRX can do
Gila, main ranked lo ya,
drop another. When it felt like they had everything they needed, they got the entry, they got the side. PRX just looking a bit too good on a scent right now.
Masih grup, masih ini nggak sih? Sabar, gua harus cek Liquidpedia.
You know, flashbacks to what we saw last week with the mixed comp that they had. This is
Liquidpedia.
The retakes, everything. Everyone is on form, peak form today.
Masih grup stage.
Davai even jumps on top of Generator. This is, oh my god. Like Kaide just does not expect it.
Masih jadi abang-abangan coy di sini.
And this is just continuing to compound as well. The op still in play. Now off to a different site.
Paling nanti gua bakal fokus nontonnya di
a little bit of pressure here, but he's got mates to back him up over on the B side, one of whom is now dead. So Davai's going to have to get it done with that Headhunter. He's around the corner as well, just trying to put that pressure back on DFM. In the end, will fall. Stinger proving to be a little too much at close range. Another disadvantageous retake required for PRX. As long as something's alive, it feels like anything is possible at this point. We have that Hunter's Fury now being invested to try to slow the progression from PRX. You think it might be enough. Time's ticking away pretty nicely here, but again, PRX, they seem to be that kind of team that can just conjure a bit of magic. This time, though, it is anything but. And a second for DFM.
Yeah, not too bad with Thrifty. This is fantastic job work. I mean, everything. Hunter's Fury just to force PRX into disarray off that little 3v4. And everything gets broken apart. The stuns, like this is the right call. Exactly what DFM needs, because the off player, Davai in this case, gets ultimately pushed off. There's not much that he can do, even connecting onto the spots where he does run into the backup site. But it's not. That said, though,
Aceh udah masuk guys, udah officially jadi ini talent Aura Store.
It's gonna be May's turn with his own, the Blade Storm.
Please, I need job. Oh iya, hanya welcome as Anthem, anjing.
Envy doing the same outside of A. Info
Please, I need
is
job.
kind of there for PRX, and Davai's rolling in with just the Headhunter for this round. That's pretty bold, but it's working. A 1-for-1. You know, he's kind of he's just money manning it.
Yeah, I mean, you could have said the same for May, but the fact that he got that done, and now something has to position. TP's out to safety. PRX knows exactly where DFM are. Confirms it too. Oh, something.
PRX being very active on the defense, aren't they? They are really asking a lot of questions of DFM at the moment.
This is a nice spot.
And it just buys more time and resources away from DFM's eventual hit as well. They do have some to work off of, though. Relay Bolt, the swing, Recon as well.
Oh, Paranoia will connect onto Envy. Yatsuka eventually does spot him out and does get that Relay Bolt across in time. Kaide and Akame finding the entries on the B side that are required by DFM.
Tapi cara mainnya DFM ngantuk sih. Nggak kayak tabrak-tabrak masuk gitu loh.
Doing careful to try to bait peaks away from DFM, but DFM not giving it to them. So eventually a save. They just didn't really have any other tools for the retake, guns aside. So not too bad. DFM managed to stabilize right now, and they can continue on with these really quick and offensive hits.
Saving gear.
Calling the cancels, tempering when they need to, and then eventually grouping back up for the full push. Yatsuka and everyone have done pretty well. The flash from Cess, if Yatsuka hadn't spotted out Envy, that could have been a different round, but managing to do so right at the end. Not too bad. I do wonder if PRX maybe thinks about a timeout, or maybe not. They're kind of happy with everything going so far.
They're coming back. They were indeed. I mean, Dubai's just having a great time, isn't he? Like, he's just died and he's laughing.
I think that's kind of when they play at their best too, PRX, like when
Yeah.
they're actually having fun.
They don't seem to be
Kencang
taking
banget,
this too
Cok.
much to
Ini.
heart at the moment.
Is he gonna
Wah,
do
lain
it
apa-apa lagi
again?
nih.
Dubai's just going off of Headhunter. Beware the AXX though.
Good way to save a bit of cash. You're right about the AXX though. That dark cover is certainly not going to be stopping them, but Jing with a stinger
Nice shot,
might
dia
well
dapat.
be, as he's still going to be a cause for concern. The wave's coming through now as
Oh,
well.
nice banget,
The
Bang
spike
Por.
has been stopped. Jing, a kill with a stinger, then a kill with a classic, and this round is over.
Nice.
Flawless! Why don't we have sponsors for the Flawless title card? Oh my god, how has he done that? As soon as DFM tries to slip one right past
Malah nggak punya
PRX,
senjata Bang Por,
Jing does it
lihat
right
lucu
back.
banget.
this is incredible!
Yeah, that timing is actually insane from him.
And this is like not something off of a timeout.
Timing
The players
TP-nya
just thought to
dapat
do it
dia loh.
themselves. They've done sneaky plays like this so many times. He even has a classic kill at the end.
Dikena air
Forsaken
buta ya
alone on the
tadi.
side too, just has the smokes to play around that this is peak PRX.
I mean, that was DFM's chance back into the half, and now it's kind of gone up in smoke. They do at least have a buy here. PRX up to 7, and that scoreline is looking pretty threatening right now.
Heard the TP, knows that DFM will be looking to play a little bit more slow and measured. 2 one-ways. Jing has another layer of smoke, so why not? They can continue to toy around, but oh, Devi got hit by the flash.
Yeah, paranoia caught him.
Nggak jadi nge-pick anjing, kena flash dia.
It's all good. Still happy to get out on that line, see what he can see. Cess stays tucked.
Something by middle. It's tempting.
Itu TP-nya nyangkut di mana?
Wants to go for that peek. If he hears any noise towards Cat,
Oh, ini mau masuk A ini.
but it's
Satu,
A-OK
dua.
so far. Oh. Ooh, shot whiffed.
Oh,
Surprised he
enggak,
doesn't get away
BKB
with
ini.
that actually, but both walk away safely. Now a lot of noise being made. And
Ow!
something's like,
Nggak
okay,
dicek
bro,
kanannya.
are you even gonna look?
Oh no, unfortunately not. So it's all down to the AXX once again. Look at the smoke set up by
30 seconds
Forsaken.
Drone did spot the player dropping into sight.
Waduh,
It's going to
kalah
be a
coba
nice
Bang Por.
kill to open things up for May, but it's still not going to be the site taken.
Yunus.
Am I here to defend with that op? It's his
Aduh.
head ripped off, the swing back
Nice.
on in from something, and remember what he was able to do on this site previously. 13 seconds,
Oh,
Spike
no.
needs to be retrieved, and May is caught in no man's land. 8 on the board for PRX. DFM
Masih main
very
FN,
much
masih
on
Ivan.
struggle street here in this series.
It's you can't. There's no way about this.
Kamu kalau mau lihat aku main
It's
itu,
very difficult to stop this
ini
kind of
aja,
momentum.
kayak
PRX is on
TikTok.
this train.
Karena
Every
mostly
single
banyak
round, and
game-game
in fact, you can kind of see
Pompe,
the pressure building
gue
on
mainin di
against
ini.
DFM. There's a slight disconnect there, and I believe that's
Di mana?
why May was just standing still over
TikTok.
by generator. The spike was
Please,
down,
I
just
need
calling
job,
in for
guys.
set.
Job.
Took a little bit of time, and it
Ini
just
job
leaves
gitu,
angles
biar nggak jadi
exposed for
pengangguran,
PRX to find more
gembel,
kills, and
busung
now
lapar, biar memperbaiki
9 and
gizi.
3. DFM looking to do what they can in a split push, but look at PRX's position.
PRX's position's not going to matter too much if DFM take their time about getting into A. Which is more or less exactly what is
dapat
happening.
anjing.
Dubbai gets one, ports back out. This is a bait and switch because they won't know Forsaken's still in the corner, and now it's his turn to strike. Connection
Aduh,
not
salah
there.
timing.
He'll be punished as he tries to TP back away. DFM do actually get in for a plan. Retake now is required for PRX. Drone spot too much. May steps up and
May,
take matters
anjing,
into his own
abang-abangan,
hands.
Cok.
This could be an ace for May. Has that dash in the position, ready to
Gila,
go.
es
And just
momen.
when DFM needed someone to step up, May does
Yang
just
gue bilang
that.
ya, dari tadi tuh
The
dia tuh harus mati dulu, Jing.
protagonist. Oh boy. And he just puts the team on his back as well. Doesn't matter, shrugs off the weight.
Si Mei kalau mati,
Immediately knows
bisa menang,
his
coba
opponent's
Berek.
last position as well. Knows exactly where they're going to be trying to approach from. And
Kita lihat guys, dia
perhaps because
attacker
Dora wasn't,
gimana
like,
ini orang
fully
ya.
broken, or there wasn't that
Bang
much pressure
PRX ini.
just yet.
Just
Just
kalem
manages to
anjing.
find every single bit, and you
Kayak
can't
enak banget anjing Vandal batu, cok.
that mechanical prowess that he brings to the
Dia
equation.
terlalu cinta sama Vandal batu anjing.
Halftime.
It's got to be feeling good going into the second half, regardless of what the scoreline is. You are maybe a little bit concerned, but still a possible comeback. I will put some faith and belief into DFM. certainly that is one of those things that can stop PRX in their tracks.
Yeah, but 8-4 is a pretty tough score to come back from. May's going to need a few more rounds like that one, and probably a little bit more help from the rest of the team.
Really takes a certain kind of player to be able to make these plays. But my goodness. I mean, you called it the bait and switch, right? And then, like, everyone else just porting over too, but
halftime.
lacking some other pieces of utility, like smoke.
Apakah nih strat ngocok guys? Kita lihat.
Probably wasn't enough, and they definitely didn't expect May to be.
Nggak cukup kah penghasilan jadi streamer?
DFM, more often than
Gua
not,
apa ya?
playing a little
Gua
bit stock standard
maksudnya
would have
nih
been on
jadi
side,
streamer
but
nih sebenarnya
May's that
karena
X
emang
factor.
as a talent O2H aja guys. Sebenarnya kayak
Let's see what this
kalau
team can get
nge-YouTube
done on the
dan lain
attacking
gitu-gitunya,
side, but
gua
should
nggak
have
peduli
their own
dapat
plays
berapa
as well.
banyaknya sih.
Okay, three
Jujur
players
ya,
all
jujur
back
nih
defender
ngomong
spot, just looking to
jujur-jujuran.
pivot off of Menonton's notice, and that's gonna be a
Ya
side.
kalau munafik-munafiknya ya semua orang butuh duit ya buat buat survive dalam hidup anjing. Belum lagi nabung buat invest segala macem kayak gitu loh. Ih. 1-2.
What? A bit telegraphed over towards B here, but DFM still not on the rotate. They are backing Kaide to hold that
Tapi
side
kalau
solo,
kayak
which I
untuk di
can't
YouTube nih,
imagine
penghasilan YouTube
it's going to be a particularly comfortable
lebih
position
ke
for him to be in.
apa ya?
Switch coming through.
3-2-1 swing.
Buat
They're already
nabung
kinda
guys.
out past it. The trip dealt with. Now Paranoia's gone through. It is all on Kaide here. He needs multiple, and he can only get one. He has been kind of left high and dry. Can't expect any more from him, given those circumstances.
Oh, man.
Tahu nih harusnya. Kedengeran.
He's being watched
Kedengeran
by
guys.
something. Should not be too
Tuh
big
kan,
an
si
issue
Mei
for
langsung
PRX.
diem.
Plant down early. Time ticking away for DFM.
Kedengeran ini.
Dart through, doesn't spot too much. Now that push starting to come on in. Something will be the focus of attention. He doesn't end up
Soalnya dia nabrak air guys. Kalau Harbor ada orang nabrak air tuh kedengeran. Ences basah-basah gitu.
B-side all sat at the back of
Nice,
Jing and Envy
Nice.
connecting and Divide to finish it off. It's a bit too easy for
Yeah,
PRX. They just stand and deliver. 9-4. PRX will take the pistol in the second half and look to close this
2-0
series
lah,
out.
gila
Both pistols on this
2-0.
map as well.
Hebat.
My goodness. Sheriff's really packing a punch. Although the idea, like, again, you can't blame DFM for what they were trying to do. Initial contact, waiting for the right timing to swing off together, trying to allow for man. It actually does take something down, but onto the individual site, and Envy still on for at least one, if not for Divide.
Makasih Rex
Next
untuk
round up,
jewelnya.
PRX. And this is pretty insane too, by the way. Like, aggressive trademark set down. It's the chamber trap, and he actually gets info off of it as to where Kaide's positioned. Not a very common thing. Most players set it up towards the back to watch the flank, which is what Divi's done now. Also a 4-stack pistol onto B.
Crossfire, May, giving away the position though with the shot onto the
Kamu
clone.
di banned RT dikasih surat gitu. Enggak sih, lebih kayak keluhan aja guys. Jadi wow. Jadi gini, jelasin ya. Kenapa bisa ada omongan seperti itu? Jadi penyewa rumah yang ini, anjing kenapa cok? Penyewa rumah yang ini, bentar. Belum.
That's a pretty good shout.
Oh my gosh.
It's a pretty
takut error
illustrious club there as well.
Jadi penyewa rumah ini itu kayak orang punya orang ketiga gitu. Nah, gua waktu awal nyewa rumah itu ngobrol sama si orang ketiga ini. Nah, kalau apa-apa ada tanggung jawab dari RT atau security itu ngadunya ke orang ketiga ini. Nah, dari orang ketiga ini buat ngomong buat ngadunya ke gua gitu. Misalnya kayak ada info biasanya pemadaman listrik segala macam itu bukan dari tangga atau RT tapi si ini yang orang ketiga ini.
Possible gate crash, but it's not quite there this time around. Bit of contact, but it's more damage to DFM actually. PRX thinking to group back up. They know that it's probably just a Cypher on B.
A little bit of a fake attempt over towards A with that Harbor util. It doesn't seem to have fooled DFM at all, though. They're on their way over. Got a defensive smoke there as well, a bit of progression smoke to allow some extra players into the B side.
Sabar.
PRX are going to have to fight for their positioning, but they've also got a player trying to cut the rotates off. That's Jing that has fallen to May.
Bang Jing kalah di mid.
Plan has now changed for PRX. They've called the cancel on B.
Ooh,
Oh,
something
ini kayaknya mau rotate deh.
Immediately decapitated. The whole team now, this rotation is very clear for DFM and May.
Ais, tahuan. Gila Bang Mei ya gue baco.
Don't know that you're going to have a huge amount of success trying to bust your way into A,
Bisa
but
sih plan.
they are in. They will get a plan, and they have dropped up eye off a tree.
Spike planted.
Again, it comes down to some fancy shooting here from
tuh.
PRX. They just need individuals to pop off. There's a 2-for-1 so far. It's a start. Forsaken's got a rifle. Neither player.
Gila, Forsakennya Forsaken anomali, coy, smoke-nya.
Challenge him for now. There's another angle. This Bulldog starting to get put to work. Smoke will fade though, and it's not favorable. So DFM at least
gitu
stave
intinya.
off that bonus.
Intinya kenapa gue bisa di-banned disuruh pindah kah Bang? Sebenarnya sih kalau untuk pindah ya, kita yang di rumah ini males pindah-pindahan lagi, jujur. Kayak males banget buat pindah-pindahan lagi, kayak gue Nadil apalagi tuh. Itu paling males. Makanya sekarang tuh barang gue dikit. Ini meja, tapi gue ini kasur, sama baju-baju gue. Jujur banyak banget anjing. Banyak banget baju rapihnya. Sebenarnya sih gampang ngangkutnya, soalnya kayak gua bukan tipikal yang beli lemari gede abis itu ditaruh ditumpuk gitu. Kayak gua beli kayak display box gitu loh. Jadi enak, gua tinggal tutup boxnya, udah tinggal gua gotong. Itu doang. Berarti rencana tahun depan pindah rumah yang deket-deket lagi. Ini pindah yang kalau lagi nyari buat yang di dekat studio. Jadi ntar kalau kayak gua ke rumah Upi atau ke rumah studio jalan kaki doang. Kayak gitu. Terus kayak yang orang-orang yang di studio gabut bisa ke rumah apa misalnya bisa ke rumah tempat gua kayak gitu.
Something on a big lurk, doesn't quite manage to get the timing right. Akame turns around just in time. PRX, they're still going to commit to the bit. This B site is where they want to go. They are walking into a pretty serious crossfire here. The jump just throwing off Cess's aim, and Envy out of nowhere, the double entry, picking up the 3K. Oh, how PRX get into that B side, I don't know, but they're in there and they have a player advantage.
Hunter's Fury as well could use it in this post plant just as an early precaution.
Winnable tapi jaga mata sih bro.
Yeah, I think Tavai is the precaution.
Bisa nih Bang.
Kaide seems to think so, and that's going to be the end of Jing.
Dapai dapat nih, dapai. Astaga, nge-whiff, dimarahin kamu sama Alex.
To get the ace, the dart through. Kaide not spotted, but Envy gets his own ace.
S-Gaming, Bang Envy.
That he gets away with that round.
How on earth? But he's just so good at these moves. Way back then, when he was on Team Secret, even doing similar things. So the whole approach from PRX in this round, you watch the Cove and how they work around it. Setting it up as a slight progression smoke, but because it's a shield as well, they kind of dip in and out of it, and just that little stutter step, he's so good onto it. Works off at the 3K, has information off of his teammates.
Timeout.
He just saves it out as well.
Oh, disaster. Despair on the faces of DFM now. They know their game is pretty much gone at this point, but might as well try and timeout. 11-5, I don't think you're coming back from that. The problem for DFM here has been there's just been way too many advantageous rounds that they have let slip away to the individual brilliance on the side of PRX.
It really is. Every single player, and that's the hive mind right there. I mean, this form today, they were pretty close onto it in that T1 game as well, but okay. Different ideas on Summit, very fundamentally strong, but onto Ascent, and everything's just clicking and flowing every single round. Yeah. DFM are going to be broke. It's kind of
bisa guys, 11 12-6 atau enggak 12-7 lah.
Serious point for PRX after this one, but we'll see what they can do. Always going to want to believe we do have a lot of Japanese fans in the audience as well. They have the correct stack so far onto A site, crossfires and everything.
Cover going out.
This is just a tentative approach from PRX, though. I mean, they have seen a lone Cypher on B so many times.
Tapi entah kenapa ya.
As long as they do their due diligence. But Recon's already
Yang gue bingung kayak game sense pro player tuh kenceng banget, guys. Kayak tadi nih. Something di sini.
Initially, perhaps.
Terus dia tahu anjir si apa namanya? Cypher-nya tuh pas sudah balik lagi mau ke main, B-main. Si Cypher ngeliatin anjing.
There's a lot of DFM players set up there. That drone spotting out May at least.
Bingung aja game sense.
Maybe one or two more. Something gathering a little bit more info here as well and trying to combine with the Hunter's Fury. It's not really been successful in the end. Something though gets the gun out and he gets another 3K, another miracle round. He should not get away with that. DFM letting themselves down again.
PRX, oh my god. Poster child! He just doesn't commit any mistake, even when it looks like he's doing something wrong. Sits down, crouches through, sprays down. Jing gets the last one.
Keren banget, Cok. Jam terbang, iya sih jam terbang sih.
It was looking like a poor round for PRX. You know, they throw in that dimensional.
Soalnya per player tuh punya decision masing-masing, guys. Buat jaga mana mananya
something
gitu.
just gets away with it. 19 HP. You needed one more bullet here. The trade is not clean enough from Yatsuka. And at that point, Cess, I mean, even if he does get the trade, it's probably too far gone by then anyway.
Info juga A sama mid ya.
You chalk it up to the guns. But here we go. Blade Storm
ini bisa main B nih.
Oh my god.
Aduh, kajat anjing.
Could make amends for that last round. It's a big setup over towards B this time around. Paranoia as well should be a good one, but going forward, Davai is the one that in the end gets baited by Yatsuka, who held his trigger finger nicely.
Shock darts could break trips though.
Wall's gone up over on A as well. Drone out. Meanwhile, you do have something that's kind of lurking around in middle. Kaide falling on the side. Trades are in from Akame, but he's also down. Realistically, Forsaken's got a bit of room to get a plant here, and a lot of this...
Something per second kita lihat, guys.
That's true.
Can retake.
He will TP. A lot of this comes down to, I think, what something can do to try to cut this rotate off.
Udah, tutup.
I'm not sure if this is a fake TP.
Waiting for the plant.
Yeah.
Bisa fake
TP,
jir.
It would be a 3v1 against something. There's no way he gets away with it. No way. May, Cess, Yatsuka, they all have a full kit.
They might not all get to the side.
Santai.
Something here's
Santai.
And he is surely on for at least a couple here. Oh, the trigger finger is itchy, but he does manage to get that kill onto Cess. Up and over the top. The kill doesn't come through, barely even any damage at all onto something. This round is starting to something, picking the pace up. Now it's Forsaken in the 1v1 against the overdriving Yatsuka. He knows exactly where he is, and the swing is enough this time for DFM. Forsaken is screaming to his mic. It could have been done there, but DFM survived.
Layar kontol.
Anticipated it as well. Just kind of miscalculated the velocity at which this slide goes through.
Layar anjing.
Gotta love it though. I mean, their opponents are playing well. They themselves are playing well.
Tolol. Sorry, but ini gua pakai normal latensi anjing, jadi delay coy streamnya.
And who on earth makes a TP like that, by the way?
Unsub jangan. Tuh, jangan emot marah.
It's just kind of getting bullied on this map. As good of a job as he does, he's back on the B site now.
Gagal epic moment reaction. Iya anjing. Kan bisa diklip ya sama ada tuh. Clipper PCT orang Indo reaction ngeri banget coy. Sorry, maaf teman-teman. Oh, dibalas kok dari trade.
How's he even done that? Was it a gate crash? I don't even know, but oh, he gets nothing done, and that was a double-fisted table slam. I can tell you that for free.
Off to B main.
Round's still open here for PRX, although Forsaken having dropped will make matters a little bit worse. Cage keeping Kaide safe for the moment. PRX hoping for a mistake, and they get it. Oh dear. Mei and Kaide both falling. That should not be so easy for PRX. Plant down now. Jing has the ulti available.
12-6 atau 7.
You're kidding. Ses.
Wow, wallnya bagus sekali.
Marked.
Nanti kedengeran nih suaranya.
PRX are fully aware of where their opponents are coming from, and this. Okay.
Fast lane. Bit of tags in here from Davai. He's going to have to port back into Boathouse. It is now a double stack from PRX in that position. DFM looking to clear it out, but you know how sharp these PRX players can be. Davai for one. Not quite the second. DFM survive again at the hands of Yasuka this time. They will not go down without a fight.
Ya, miskin dong.
5 rounds away though. 5 more for an overtime. PRX are just making DFM work for their money. Oh, he knows he almost had it.
It wasn't quite the double-fisted table slam, but he wanted it. He wanted it.
A step far up front, and that could have been a different story, but my goodness, DFM.
Apa nih anjing pembayaran Apple 500.000.
This series, this map is absolutely delivering. You just can't help but cheer for both sides.
Subscription 500.000 apa
Fire with fire, and DFM are still able to match PRX at their pace. The slight adjustments around. I honestly kind of liked what Kaide was trying to do around that progression cove that Jing loves to set up on this BXX. He stands out towards the far back of it, has a cage, so he would hear if someone steps in, and that could then be the trigger for him to pull his own trigger. But instantly, as soon as the barriers drop, like PRX clearly, human benchmark test, they have the quicker reaction speed and instantly take down those 2 players, down to the 2v2. Yasuka still saves out the round, but
kamu dukung siapa?
All right, there's still
dukung
several rounds
PRX
more to
yang
go.
menang.
Holding on to some shotguns, DFM, PRX themselves, maybe with the sheriffs.
12-8 atau 9 lah ini.
But they try and slow things down for now.
Oh, 1 hit. Ow!
These are the kinds of rounds where PRX sometimes do their best work, though.
You're not wrong.
Orb secured over towards A and towards B. So even if it's not going to happen in this round, PRX thinking about the long game. Will have the dimension
dia nggak beli anjing miskin, cok.
Okay.
Surprising that you would get the Hunter's Fury invested in this round, given that PRX are on an eco.
Anjing buta tuh.
DFM, they can't really afford to be holding anything back at this point. They just need every single round, and this one looks to be well within hand. Jing finished off at the end there. So 12-8. DFM now with their 3rd round in a row, but they still need another 4 in a row.
That's right. And the question is, during those 4 rounds, will we get a timeout from PRX?
Tutup ya.
It feels like Alex might have pushed the button. Because what we're seeing right now is
gila banget,
DFM making incredibly lovely adjustments to PRX's executes. They know exactly where that gate crash is going to land. They know exactly where those coves, progression coves, are going to be. They heard that Aldor being picked up, and that's why Akame decided to go fishing with the Hunter Sphere, and he has managed to catch on towards Envy. It's enough of information for the rest of the team to get themselves set up on the A side. Yasuka
Alex
really come into his own in these last few rounds. Can that keep up though? And does PRX decide to swap up their execute?
Yeah, I think they probably will here.
Tadi ya.
Alex and Wendler, they'll be looking at things from the coaching booth and saying, okay, you guys are having a bit too much fun. Enough's enough. You know, you've pretty much won this series. Let's just get it over the line here. Let's lock it in. Make sure this is a 13-8. So
ini diartiin katanya semangat DFM gitu. Aku cinta kamu Sarangeo ini si Mei.
Get away with a little bit too much against DFM. So I would be expecting that we do see PRX kind of lock in on this round.
Aduh, aku malu, sayang.
A bit more standard.
Cantik-cantik, ya jir cantik-cantik.
Divine with the op, and you can kind of tell this is
Poin
where
ya dapat
it's probably going to slow
pemain
down a little
Valo.
bit. If DFM starts to
Terus
get a
jago
little
lagi,
bit too loose
bisa
as
gendong
well,
aku
they
ke
themselves are going to
Immortal.
get caught out. We're red-handed. So 2-1-2 set up for DFM. PRX already have the ultimates too.
Right about this slowing down. Look at how reserved PRX are from the outset here. Passive in every part of the map. This is by every meaning of the word a default setup.
DFM themselves as well, but May hearing the drone, starting to get in the position.
Nothing to come from that position, to be sure.
The real hits on towards A.
Well, there's a bit of space being taken over by B. I'm not sure at this point whether or not we will see a commitment from PRX on either side of the map. It looks like they're just happy to take some space. So they've got A main, they've got B main. That's going to give them now some options. Perhaps they still look to explore middle a little bit here with 55 seconds left on the clock. That gate crash going forward.
Fake TP ya?
Not going to be taken by something.
That's gonna keep coming out towards market. Oh, May.
You do have the 3 players over towards B. So again, not a bad setup for DFM, but something is going to be having a little bit of a look-see to figure out what that setup does look like. He doesn't come out of that ulti. The better for it. 2 for 1 on the entry is not quite good enough here for PRX. They need another one, and that Cloud Burst is going to slow them down, which they can't really afford with only 20 seconds left on the clock. Cess came across as well.
Oh, nice banget Bang Por, dapat.
But Akami goes down.
Cabut gak sih Kak aja?
The garage door falls as well. 13 seconds here. PRX with their backs against the wall. Can they find a way to find that recipe to success? It would seem no is the answer. As Cess gets the 2 important kills, and again, DFM hold PRX off.
This time at the hands of Cess. He cooks up his own storm too. 3 more rounds now. Are we starting to believe?
So,
the op and
kok sarang Neo
everything,
DFM?
doesn't really
Kan
find
Jepang.
any targets.
Kontol! Goblok anjing. Udah tahu nih ini Busan. Busan Korea, bangsat ini Busan. Rata-rata fansnya orang Korea semua, nggak ada itu orang Jepang.
And into different positions.
Penyakit
Ultimately, PRX cannot break it past into the actual point to B. But
jangan map 3 abangku.
Now aggressive.
Wow.
This is a little bit of something from DFM.
Yeah.
They want to take the fight to PRX. There's 2 players around that corner
Nice.
though. That could be a mistake from Yatsuka. He had no backup. And he swung into 2.
Nice.
Luckily, DFM, May gets one on the other side of the map, maintains the 4-on-4.
It is a weapon, I believe, handed over onto PRX now. Looking to group their forces on towards this A hit.
Tuh,
Something
game
kind
sense-nya
of
gila.
maybe to lurk
Kencang
around,
banget,
get a
Cok.
drop in on timing, perhaps. Oh, that's the reckoning.
Into the deep.
DFM have got the numbers where they
kalau
need them to be. Question is whether they're going to have any impact on this round at all. It's just waves everywhere. As PRX trying to work their way in. Cess can't get more than just the one, but Davai and Jing are so low on HP. All it's going to take is a little tickle to get the better of them, and something's now down. Davai as well. Just Jing left alive. DFM are coming alive on the defense.
Duh,
This was supposed to be an easy finish for PRX, and now it is anything but.
Otek, masa otek?
Oh my gosh.
Astaga.
It makes you wonder if we're going to have another timeout. Alex does not approve. Either does
Alex
Wendler.
marah lo ya.
Wild TP out into the open. Slight trade. But the execute definitely not quite clean enough. All the damage ticked over. Players down to low HP. I was a bit concerned, but DFM are up to it. And May with his own operator as well
gua
is
lihat
starting to become a bit of an obstacle for PRX as well.
Dimui sama Raisa nya lucu banget, Cok.
Could also be a linchpin for PRX to
Kayak
work around
apipi
if they have
sekali.
a set plan for it. All they
Apipi
need is
banget,
that
Dimui,
one
my
good,
Dimui.
solid round after all.
Ya jujur, guys. Apa? Kak Raisa sangat cakep. Top itu dulu waktu zaman gua sekolah itu bisa jadi top crush gue. Raisa Anggiani, Satin siapa namanya? Satin Zaneta ya? Siapa sih? Lupa gua. When ya? Kalau lu deketin Satin sama dengan lu berhadapan dengan bapaknya, bapaknya Gundala. Setrum petir ntar lu.
Could DFM really make this happen? Could they push us through to a third on split today?
I think it's possible. Ooh.
Watching here.
Back to middle.
Drone spots
Nah, Invi, nice. Udah ketahuan tuh.
Take flight.
Ya kan.
Will send his own drone out just to
Ngumpet dulu ya kan.
middle.
Oh my gosh. All of this is just like resource management, or baiting out the drone and everything.
Satin Zaneta, iya benar kan ya? Itu cakep guys, dulu top crush gue waktu sekolah anjir. Dua itu.
Not sure where PRX is probably going to end up, which is why Kaide uses his own body to check in towards B main.
Decoy, not enough this time for something.
Kamu
And if
kenapa
that's
sih
all you're
something?
going to do as PRX, I don't think it's going to be enough to fool DFM. I've seen that trick before a number of times on this map even.
Oh yes. Yaska's seen him.
Kame smoked off for the moment, does allow a bit more room for Forsaken. There's again another variation on the wall towards B.
Eksekusinya jelek banget guys.
Gonna try their hand at it. They're just walking through the smokes though, and that is just not going to work out. Forsaken this time taken down. It's a 3v5. PRX are just not having any success with this contact style. Yatsuka could peek on the timing, or he could just wait for the push to come through. It's a real mess on both sides. Jing gets the better of it somehow. They still have to get into the site though with 15 seconds left on the clock. I mean, I don't know how you possibly could hope that this will work out. Kaide and Akame take it to 11, and there is now 1 round in it.
Well, it was forever the next round too. Not the fullest of buys. So for both timeouts, unfortunately, PRX cannot quite get it over the finishing line. Every hit, I mean, it's tricks, it's little plays that DFM have gotten used to by this point. That hold by short does quite a bit. Just feeling all the support from the fans within the audience as well.
6 in a row here.
Ooh, okay. Forced off the line initially. May still setting himself up too. Not playing around middle this time.
Alek marah anjing gebrak meja, Cok.
Really gonna try the same thing, but with more support this time.
Yatsuka out in no man's land. To take the percentage play, that is to back up in towards the site, doesn't close the door, just drops the fast lane to try and slow PRX down. There's the first couple, PRX. Surely this is not happening, but such is the case as we get to overtime. DFM wins 7 in a row.
Switching sides.
All for overtime, and you can best bet this team is alive. May, such recognition, despite getting blinded. He tanks the flash. Still has the perfect crosshair placement for the shot, and his team all around it. Instantly recognizing that's just going to be a one-dimensional hit coming out from PRX. It's set play for set play. Sess immediately goes into set-up mode. Tosses out the flash in case there's a push out from A main. Sets up more smokes so that the team has space to work around on the site. Fantastic, but you go back over to PRX on defense. They have struggled for numerous rounds now, but we'll see if they can bring themselves back from the brink. Davai onto this glass cannon op.
PRX maybe a bit more comfortable over on the defense though. We'll see how that ends up panning on out. Davai spotted May on the way into B. So info will be there for Envy that the cross has come through. PRX lose 1. Envy is the key here. Cannot afford to be dropping on that site. Does a good job of dealing with May, and PRX again look just so much cleaner on that defense. So they give themselves another series point.
Ngamuk, yuk bisa.
Puts them, oh my god, once again.
1-2.
Cusp.
1-2. Wanceng.
But it's kind of like the eventuation of the meta itself as well. You're going set hit for set hit, and that's what DFM just did as an attempt into the B site. Who's gonna be the one calling this
Pasti
timeout?
ini call-nya kayak tadi nih. Kayak tadi guys.
Yeah,
Stratnya kayak tadi guys. Ini
Ini
attacker ya, jangan kayak kontol atau nih.
You know, they have tried everything really.
Dengerin gua anjing, semua dengerin gua. Pasti kayak gitu ya.
They've tried like the weird goofy rounds where something's just gonna kind of walk his way in middle or gate crash somewhere different. It seems like nothing's really working. DFM have a really great read on what PRX is bringing on the attack here. Importantly, again, for PRX, they've got to find a way to get these opening picks. If they're going to hit these sites, they need those openers. And that has not really been happening for them. So, another conversation to be had here probably about how do we possibly actually get in.
Coba guys, gue pengen tahu pendapat kalian. Kok orang-orang yang nonton VCT di sini ketika disorot kamera itu menutupi mukanya guys? Coba gue pengen tahu dari kalian. Mungkin kalian bisa menjawab jawaban mungkin ada yang nanya gitu. Kayak kalian berpikir kayak, kok kenapa ditutupin anjing kayak. Cemling kenapa nggak main? PRX Cemling. Soalnya ada Fatan guys, Fatan lebih jago dibanding gue. Gue sudah melihat Fatan ketika pakai duelis pakai Phoenix secara langsung.
Yoru defaults. Might force DFM to slow things down as well. This is the first time we're seeing an actual TP.
Oh, again, this is what I'm talking about. These rounds, you know, it's kind of like, okay, just try to make something happen. Ironic phrasing. And then nothing happens, you know. He's as an individual being asked to just conjure anything. And he's
coba,
unable
gue
to
pengen
do it.
tahu
And then PRX is
lagi-lagi
like,
guys,
what should we do
pendapat
now?
kalian
What's
guys.
plan B? They've run out of ideas.
There's no one really working around him.
Ow, panas.
So wise to
Aduh,
it.
panas.
But it does
space.
give them, a bit of spacing. A split again.
Tavai needs to hit this shot, and he can't. That is such a clean swing from May. Looks like we might be going to OT2, unless there's a PRX miracle in here somewhere. Again, all that util getting dumped in onto the A site. Envy has got himself the opener. And Cess making a lot of noise on the side, but still getting the better of Forsaken. There's 2 players here to defend, and 2 players will be enough, it would seem. Jing alone, 30 seconds to his name, and Kaide with a headshot waiting for him. 13-13, it's overtime number 2.
Takut mukanya disalahgunain. Diapain disalahgunain
bangsat?
bangsat?
It's just so, in a sense, obvious by now for DFN. You know someone's going to be swinging out to the left side of the smoke. Someone's going to be pushing out or jumping around the generator. And Cess is just like so ready. He's like one of those baseball catchers with the giant mitts waiting for it. Wendler's just immediately in mode, trying to do whatever he can if DFM does call a timeout, but that kind of hinges on PRX getting a good, solid defense.
Tavai seen with that aggressive move, doesn't want to swing too far. Tree control was lost.
Flash.
Something down now as well. This could be
ente
the
banget cok
opening
kalau
the
kalah di
DFM needs. They need to find themselves an
Defendir,
attacking
defendir,
around.
satu.
Forsaken and Tavai desperate to try to hold on. Akame and May doing the work that needs to be done, and Envy can't stabilize it this time. So Jing, with no idea where these 2 remaining attackers are coming from, has to try to put this round together.
Kaide. This is more than slipping the net. Jing gives them the space they're looking for, plays it safe, considers the B side even, but ultimately, depending on where their spike gets planted, it's the Hunter's Fury that you kind of need to watch out for.
Yeah.
Sets up a flank. Does he go in main or short? It's short.
Yeah,
ente anjing. Flank to make. Doors shut though, so it's going to give away his position, breaks the glass as well, just to put that element of doubt in the mind of DFM as to where exactly he's going to come from. But this crossfire should be impossible to break. Where's he going? DFM have map point.
Karena culture di sana kan nggak boleh shoot muka orang tanpa izin. Hampir perfect.
Well peaked DFM.
Mungkin
and this time their attack actually works out.
Juga.
They managed
Tapi
to
kayaknya
overwhelm
kalau
the
kayak
site.
gitu mah enggak. Kan karena ini acara official gitu, jadi aman aja kalau mukanya di shoot mah. Terus juga mungkin yang selingkuh juga itu ada konsid. Ada ini dikit lah.
The gates are open.
It's a little bit more alive in the DFM viewing party now. They were not quite so lively in that first map. Certainly not in that first half either. May gives the game away. There's an op over towards A, but
tapi kalau menurut
if
gua,
PRX go here, there's 3 players already set up, and Yatsuka has opened the account. This could be map 3. May with another one.
Oh,
And PRX, they have some salvaging to do. Davai and Forsaken will be the ones leading that charge. An elusive attacking round being put together from the depths of nowhere. The door's going down. The fight is in. Envy survives, and so too, you would think, will PRX. This could be a triple OT. Kaide looking to be the hero for DFM, but how do you break this high-low? It is impossible, and a third OT will be required.
kalau menurut gua, kenapa kayak orang-orang yang di shot, apalagi cewek tuh malu? Karena standarisasi
Initial
Korea
contact, man. Yatsuka flash with a paranoia swing.
apa ya?
Oh,
Ini banget, guys.
it's so good initially, but as soon as PRX gets switched onto it as well, they just double down.
Kayak kebanyakan kan orang-orang Korea tuh mandang cakep, mandang
He
ini.
knows that he's near the finish,
Bisa
so
dibilang
he starts
racing
to
lah,
go a little bit
racing.
too aggressive.
Orang ini tuh racing,
And then
guys.
you've got the shock darts and everything to finish off as well.
Orang Korea tuh racing, guys.
Back to the defense.
Sebenarnya mah ya. Kalau untuk standar muka, soalnya
Forsaken's
banyak
playing a
yang
dangerous
cakep,
game. That
banyak yang
paranoia, it can't come through quick
nice banget,
enough.
Bang Por.
He gets the better of Yatsuka in the end. Every kill feels like it's on a tenterhooks right now. Both teams holding on
banyak
by
yang
their
cakep
fingernails.
di Korea juga itu.
May, with a duel that goes wrong. Could this be the straw that breaks the camel's back for DFM? They are capitulating in this attacking round. And that is PRX with yet another chance at closing this series out.
Like you said, even the slightest of slip-ups and it starts to feel like that could be it. May's aim, the slight stutter steps.
Cherry anjing, iya, Cok.
And things are definitely, as they do in overtime, start to come loose.
Yeah, it becomes less about the strategies and the setups and the ideas and the this and the that. It's about who can shoot who better. I think Davai's losing his mind. I'm losing my mind. Everyone is at this point.
Still, though, a chance for DFM to keep things going. PRX already making all their ways down middle.
Untung Bang Par udah nggak di situ anjing. Masih anjing.
Oh, Kame, that drone actually hasn't seen the 2 close players.
Anticipates it though. Yatsuka immediately porting over to get himself into that fountain top. No.
Okay, Crash back out here for something who wants to take this duel with the assistance of the drone a little bit in tandem together this time for PRX. Something has a very advanced position as a result. Again though, they're going to test themselves by trying an entry in towards A. It will be the tree position that is under pressure again. Envy through that smoke and can't capitalize. Yatsuka for the double. Meanwhile, by the way, the other 2 are trying to work their way out onto the A side, and that has just not worked. Something unable to activate in mid either. We are surely going again. Forsaken, though, has other ideas. A 1v5 is required. Has the spike, has some time to work with. Door not shut, so he's going to go having a bit of a look here to see if he can find May, and he might just run into a couple. Forsaken pulls the smoke at the wrong time. We go again.
Had no other choice. He was thinking about the best possible scenario. Smoke things off, immediately go for a plant just to extend the timer. But oh boy, what a play, Yatsuka.
I think DFM really know what something is up to at the moment. They have been so aware of his shenanigans.
Every single attack round that PRX was on. I mean, they themselves ran the Yoru too. Every team was at some point. But man.
What do you even say at this point as a coach? Like, I really have to question whether or not there's anything to say beyond, okay, let's just have a little break here.
Beyond some strats, yeah, you can definitely say pull your jets, right?
If you had any strats, surely they've been used by now.
a lot of it, but you still see different building blocks and things that you can work off of. You know, Devi is always on an op somewhere. Maybe you want to slow things down. That has been kind of the theme for both sides in a lot of these attacking rounds. The set hits
Anjing gue di-tag goblok. Katanya banyak jumpscare horornya. ClinkzForce kontol.
At the same time though, like the trick plays for
Kenapa
something
kemarin bisa 2 kali ini error?
Awas, nanti aku bisa lompat.
He's trying to go off of something more, you know,
Sekarang
defaultish,
cuman
give
bisa
himself
bagi
an
pas.
escape route to
Niki
the
aja
crash.
malas dengar kamu ngomong, no.
Cutting space and
Bukan
pushing
gitu,
in.
Sen. Karena dia lagi
This-
tidur, aku ngomong kayak gini tuh dia terganggu.
Alert play definitely
Cepol,
not the
welcome,
does buy at least one player away from
ClinkzForce,
entering
awas
the
nanti
site.
aku bisa lompat.
After this, then
Bang Ciling.
work against this anchor potential.
Apa namanya?
Constant.
Ini gamenya Celing. Ah, sekalian aja udah aku tag channelmu.
Yeah, fast play from
Gak jelas anjing.
DFM coming here.
Anjing,
PRX
Indo.
going to be tested over towards B. They have numbers there and a smoke now as well. Just to
Oh dulu
cover off
Bang
one
Winda
side.
pernah main juga guys.
He is tagged up
Gue juga pernah
substantially.
disebut anjir sama
All
Bang
he has
Winda.
to do is click once to have an impact
Oh.
on this round, and that is exactly what's required. One from him, one from Envy,
Low
and
banget,
once again,
low banget, Kedai.
PRX
Kedai low banget. Nice,
towards
good shit,
a
bro.
series point. Devi on 20 HP has 3. And Cess will surely not get anything done here. It will be finished off again. PRX have another chance.
Did you see that?
Ya kapan ganti nama?
I don't know if
Cling?
Server didn't catch him.
Nama, lihat nama channel gue monyet.
For more peaks, but he does. First shot, sure. Second one, the third. He even gets one as a slight wallbang against
Apakah gue harus
Cess, and
juga
that's
ikut?
extra
Gue harus
pressure,
main
which
juga.
unfortunately forces Cess to make a move around.
Apakah gue harus main juga guys?
So easy, doesn't he, Devi? Barely flinching.
I'm genius or what?
Penyakitnya emang attacking
Couple of
iya
fist
jir.
bumps. Will it be
for
this
Kalau
time?
kayaknya kalau
Okay.
partner main game horror gue ada
Versus
satu
Devi.
guys.
That's what this comes down to.
Gue bisa bawa Nabila guys.
You can't peek into this.
You certainly can. I don't know if it would be advised, and that's exactly what's
Nah,
going to occur. May
aduh.
opening the account. Now Devi back on the line, but May doesn't care. Something this time.
Nice.
Success in mid. That's
Threat,
what we've been waiting
threat.
for all along. But it comes at the cost of 2 players towards B main. PRX, is this enough? The swing is in. It's a
Nice
double
threat.
swing. Envy for the trade. He's under pressure from Yatsuka. There's
Lama
another
banget
trade.
backupnya,
And
anjir.
something in the 1v1.
bisa.
Oh no.
Counter up a plant, has the dimensional drift if he needs it to maybe get out of jail free, spot some info.
Cess in a 1v1 clutch? I don't know. I don't know if DFM has it.
Hands will be shaking now. Cess has so much to try and clear out. He has no info on the side at all. And something so calm in these kinds of clutches has been the big player in this game for PRX. He's got 8 bullets to do it with. Cess creeping his way forward, has to make a bit of noise, tosses that paranoia through.
Nice!
Finally it's done. PRX get to 17 and it was a damn hard-fought victory. But they get the 2-0 today over DFM.
And as you called it as well, just down to something right at the very end. Just when he was needed the whole time in overtime, or even the 7 rounds leading up to it, he was always pushed off of his lines, broken
Akhirnya
apart.
nggak 3. Gue kenapa ya guys?
Just finds
Gue
the
kenapa
right
salah nonton
pivotal
VCT tuh
moment.
rata-rata
May comes in a little bit too hot.
nggak match
Gets
3
the
terus
right
aneh
crosshair
banget guys.
placement as May peeks back in towards mid. PRX overtime and everything. DFM fights tooth and nail as well. What a
Respect
series
buat
this has
DFM,
been.
jago banget
I
Bang
think you
Meng.
have to give some credit to DFM. That was a very well played game
Juga
from them. I
jago.
mean, they're going up against PRX, a team that is touted to be one of the best in the world. Let's not forget that. Yes, it's a 2-0, but DFM really gave them a run for their money. It is a bitter pill to swallow, though. To pull off a 7-0 comeback, to pull it into OT, then to lose it in, what I think, the 5th overtime. But again, this is why PRX is held in such high regard. They get themselves the dub, their first dub on the board
Jagoin
for this
PRX.
split of
Sebenarnya gue
VCT.
dukung yang menang, tapi
So, work to be done, of course,
Ya udah,
for
PRX
PRX
aja.
going forward, but they've still
Linya.
got that X factor. They've
May
still
pirang
got that
banget ya, anjir, kayak
pizzazz
belum
that we
DCO,
all
cok.
love.
So many takeaways too. I mean, things to learn from their summit comp and how they work around it. But DFM have to walk
ya.
with their heads held high.
Bang,
They did so much.
Bang
May
Por.
with that ace, Envy with his own. Oh my God, this was a banger. We didn't.
Gua red ke Just Dani ya
Let's
guys.
toss it down over onto the stage.
Thank you
Soon
banget yang udah
enough.
nonton.